we got pounds of ground. Yeah.
Yo, what is good, everyone? Welcome to Dana White's Contender Series Season 9. Can't believe we made it 9. I mean, I can. But, week 1, watch and bet along. Few disclosures. First of all, Gaff's supposed to be here. I have a feeling he thinks it starts at 8. I just texted him. We'll see what happens. But he should be here in a minute, hopefully. Thing number 2 is ran into the same fucking debacle that we did last year, guys. For whatever reason, DraftKings is like the official sponsor of Dana White's Contender Series, but they do not offer the lines in the state of New York. I do not know why. It pisses me off. I did message them on Twitter, like, if you guys remember, I did this last year too. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? I asked you guys this a year ago. Why is it still not available? And they said, hey, this is not approved in New York, unfortunately. It is up to your state. And I said, all right, well, can you give me any information as to why? I said, it's a UFC-owned product. You guys offer UFC bets in my state. Why wouldn't you offer this? I even fucking name dropped BKFC. I was like, you guys offer BKFC bets, but you're not going to offer Contender Series bets? They said, we do not have any other information other than it's not available. And I said, thanks for fucking nothing. No, I was really polite to them, actually. Otherwise, I would read exactly what I wrote, but I was like a little bitch. I was like, thank you so much for the information. But yeah, pisses me off. Fuck, I just realized I left my water outside too. All good. But yeah, dude. So we can't even bet on this. So the best I can offer you guys is just like tell you what I would have bet on as these fights go. But yeah, the other thing I can consider doing is like Thursday, for example, we have pregame preview. MK in Manhattan. It's literally like a 10-minute path ride, which is like the subway to New Jersey. If it's available in New Jersey, like, you best believe I could consider going there to bet. The problem is I'm going Thursday. Are they going to have lines for next Tuesday? Probably not. In the future, though, when we go into... I'm trying to plug my laptop in. In the future, when we go into MK on Mondays, then maybe it's realistic. I could go to Jersey on the Monday, fucking bet on it, so I have it Tuesday. But I don't know, dude. I don't fucking know. But either way, guys, I'm not going to leave you hanging with some sort of bets here. We still got gimmick parlays, all right? We got the animal nickname parlay. I wish I could remember what these guys' fucking nicknames were, but I promise you they all have an animal in them. The one-loss parlay, self-explanatory. Second chance parlay. These are two guys who have lost on Contender Series before, getting their second chance at a contract again. South America parlay. One of them is from, Chile, I want to believe. Chile. And the other one's from Brazil. 30 parlay. I got desperate. I mean, they're both 30 years old. There you go. Undefeated parlay. Yes, all 5 fights feature one guy undefeated tonight. So if you want to just be like, fuck it, let me take all the undefeated guys, I'm with you. Also, my boy George Mango's fighting tonight. Andy's Aussie. Great name. Andy's Aussie. I mean, whew. I would have bet on that guy, but we'll see. Quick catch up on everyone. Lazy's in the house. He said, let's fucking go. Contender Series, my favorite and least favorite time of the year. We get a guaranteed handful of good new young fighters that are awesome to watch, and we get a couple dozen 30-something wash donks that only cost the UFC 10 and 10. Very accurate description of exactly what happens here. I just love Contender Series because it's a nice midweek, like, mini card. It's not like I got to commit 5-6 hours to watch this. Hopefully this goes 2 hours, maybe 2.5. But, like, either way, it's a nice little just like, oh, there's nothing going on Tuesday anyway. Oh, all right. Some high-quality fights here. Even if it is, like, regional level, I'll take it. No bullshit. Been an MMA fan since UFC 82. This will be the first Contender Series that I have watched because you two D-Gens are doing a stream. I appreciate that, Cosmo. The ironic part is you're calling me a D-Gen. I can't even bet on this, even if I wanted to. But, I did get a text. Is this from Gaff? It is not. All right. I don't know where he's at, guys. I don't know. We'll see. UFC, pay these men a royalty. 3 different channels I sub to doing watch-alongs for this. I'm locked in with the boys. Who else is doing a watch-along for this? I'm honestly shocked at that. We love a midweek stream. I agree with you, Robert. Dude, ESPN Plus is such a piece of shit. I got to be honest, like, I have had a few mishaps with ESPN Plus, but because I rarely use it, I'm not like with everyone else, like, thank God it's gone. Can't wait for Paramount. Like, I'm just like, it's It's probably another app I hopefully don't have to use if they keep Fight Pass around. Pounds, make our minute all day. Let's go, Johnny O'Connell. Islanders stay. What do you, Cosmo? Watch your mouth in here. Do the Dana White Contender Series Tapology picks count? No. So what's really annoying about the Tapology League is you can't go like event by event and select them. So you have to just decide at the beginning of the year, are you doing UFC events? You doing Contender Series? You doing PFL? Whatever. So like, I would have honestly just included anything we did a watch along for. Like I would have included some PFL cards, some Contender Series cards, but no. I guess next year when I rethink that all, we'll do it. I also think we'll do it like once a quarter, the Tapology League. That way we get like 4 top 3 winners a year rather than waiting all year for, because you know what, I mean, Sleeto, you know, you're in the top 10, but like the top 10 hasn't fucking changed in months as far as like a new person entering the top 10. So it'd be nice to shake it up. What up, Rob Thomas? Wait, what? No way, that sucks, man. No gaff. Wait, does he actually love his girlfriend? I mean, yeah, we both love our girlfriends, John Ray. Come on, don't make me out to be some kind of asshole here. But no, I don't know where Gaff is. He's supposed to be here. So get this, John Ray. He either forgot or mistook the time. What are the odds? Yeah, I'm gonna say it's mistook the time because I don't think he forgot. I texted him. Fuck, did I text him today or yesterday? About Contender Series. It was yesterday. I said, dude, I just talked to DK online. They still don't have lines for Contender. And then he said, all right, whatever, we'll save some money. So, like, he acknowledged it was going down, you know? Jersey should def have it. I go to Jersey from PA to bet on all the Jake Paul stuff. There you go. I remember, because I used to work in Jersey, they always had more props and shit. So I knew that was a thing, but I will maybe just text like Manich or someone who lives in Jersey to confirm they have the lines before I make the trip. But yeah, undefeated parlay looks good. Snake Eyes, Russian Polar Bear, the Gorilla. Thank you, Lazy. Those are the 3 guys in the animal nickname parlay. Hell17 said, anyone have a good link? Canceled my ESPN. If you canceled it already, is this on Stream East? It might be. You could check there. That would be. Yeah, Cosmos in the East doesn't have it. That would be my go-to look. I don't know. Radley De Silva, my guy, against your guy, Mangos. Let's bang, bro. Let's go, Mr. Davis. Realistically, I see Mangos winning. What are the odds on that? I think De Silva's a slight underdog. Yeah, plus 124 De Silva, minus 148 Mangos on DraftKings, which is not available right now in New York. You know how that goes, guys. You know that thing they do. Fucking Yanni coming, taking everything I work for. I will say he has better teeth than me, but, you know, I can't say his odds or his props are much better, you know. Mangos versus De Silva, probably fight of the night. Was just going over this card on Discord. Damn, Lazy. I didn't even dive into it. As soon as I found out I couldn't bet on it, I was like, well, I'm not going to waste my time doing research on these guys when I can't even throw down. Maybe I should have done that on behalf of you guys, but I figured we were just chilling anyway. It's Tuesday night. Let's fucking enjoy some MMA. Oh, shit, I actually bet the undefeated parlay earlier today without realizing it was the undefeated parlay. That's so good. Cosmo said, where art thou, Gaff? I don't know, dude. People, I'm just going to like straight up be like, we're live. I don't know. What do I say? I wrote to him 2 minutes before we went live. Because granted, Gaff does join like 3 minutes before we go live. So we got to 2 minutes and I was like, this is a little later than usual. And I was just like, you ready for Contender Series? Haven't gotten it. I'll give it a little bit because that was only 10 minutes ago. We'll see. Mr. Davis, you Canadian. Your night in the house. I'm going to be optimistic and say 3 contracts. Dude, I don't even think that's being optimistic. I think if we learned anything last season, it's that they're just replacing old veteran contracts. Think like Martin Budai, who they just cut, with 10 and 10s. So they're looking at it like if there's a fucking heavyweight scrap tonight, I don't think there is, but if there was a heavyweight scrap tonight, yeah, we got 3 middleweight bouts, welterweight bout, and a featherweight bout. So middleweight, for example, let's just say, Weidman's off the books now, which he is because he retired. Now you're going to replace him with these 3 motherfuckers tonight. Whoever wins these 3 fights, welcome to the UFC. That's worth, probably a tenth of what Weidman was making, and we got 3 new guys to take this spot. So I think optimistically, they're going to give like 5. I think they're giving 5 contracts. I don't think this is like the Joe Pyfer season where it's like one guy got it, he was the man, be Joe Pyfer. I think this is like someone scrapes by on a boring decision and we're like, that fight sucked. And Dana's like, I like this guy, bring him in, he's ready to go, So we'll see. Got my eyes on the young welterweight tonight, Ty Miller. He's co-main, I believe. DDP. Yanni's teeth are brighter than my I think they're brighter than all of our futures. Let's be real. Blood and Beer in the house. He said Diamond Dallas Page, father of Michael Venom Page. The Boo Sanko on the call. Yeah, Sanko's always on. Sanko's been a staple for Contender Series. I think since season 1, she was always the, interviewer after they win the contract. And then as of like 2, maybe even 3 seasons ago, she now does everything. She's talked about how it's like she's literally running across the fucking Apex, like doing the in-ring interview, running now to do the Dana interview, running back to do the play-by-play, like whatever. So she owns this shit. UFC is going to sign 10 contracts with all this new revenue, LOL. Yeah, or cut 10 people that we love. B&B, Sleeto, Cosmo, Rob Thomas, greetings. Greetings from the Britain, UK. Let's go, Dafaliban. What's good, homeboy? I'm lazy. De Silva is from my city. I live just up the road from where he trains. That's dope. What city? We're talking Canada right now? Is he French-Canadian? Is he, more of a, an Ontario guy? I'm just naming, Quebec, Ontario, the 2 places above New York? Yeah, those places. Howdy da. I figured Mr. Davis at one time, he was supposed to be the next big thing out of your region. They got to cut costs so they can keep all the Paramount dough. Did you see how much laundry detergent Carlos Prates adds to his clothes on Embedded? No, I didn't watch Embedded yet, but I'm going to keep an eye out for that now. No, I like to wait nowadays for like at least 4 or 5. Usually it's like on that Friday, I'll watch like all but one of the Embeddeds because usually one comes out either on Friday or Saturday. I don't even remember. But I try and like binge them all now in one sitting. Mangos is Australian. Greatest hope for the future. Going to be a good one. Let's go. Pro better here. Panferov by sub plus 800. Radley De Silva money line plus 130. Susurkaev. Yeah, we'll say that's how you say it. Under 2.5 and Bouafia fight under 2.5 plus 115. Love it. Is it enough to get the Marlboro Reds off his clothes? Aussie have 2 champs. Don't get greedy, bro. They have 2 champs and what? They've had 3 in totality. You count Whitaker. Yeah, Australia, what can I say, guys? I mean, only any other country. Hey, USA, we got you guys got 2 champs over there. I'm just saying. I'm also American, but it is what it is. Speaking of Australia, though, I will be on Submission Radio Saturday night after the watch along right here. So me and Gaff will be doing the full card watch along. You guys know the drill. I'll be fucking pounding beers. I'll be lit. I already warned Dennis because he's like, you want to come on Saturday night after the fights? I said, yes, but I'm going to be heavily intoxicated. And he said, it's like you don't know me at all. So I hope he's ready. But yeah, I'll be very intoxicated on Submission Radio Saturday night if anyone wants to tune in for that. After the fights, we'll just hang, talk some shit. Maybe recap the fight. I don't know, dude. We'll see what happens. The thing that annoys the hell out of me is why don't they use Contender Series to fill out weak divisions? Because the reason those divisions are weak is because there aren't any people. Like, they would have just signed that talent outside of Contender Series if it existed. You know what I mean? If there were, like, heavyweight prospects out there, they're not fighting on Contender Series because they don't exist. Like... Anyone else? Daniil wins on Tough tonight and wins the entire thing on Saturday. Is he the fucking Ukrainian dude? Because I will say the thing about Tough that's really pissing me off is I can't make like any of the parlays and shit. Like I've been trying to get ahead of making all these graphics and stuff, but I'm still waiting to see who wins Tough tonight before I can do that. But I do feel like I like the Brazilian guy. Whoever wins tonight fights that dude, I think. I can't think of his fucking name. I watched all of Tough, too, but I had it on in the background. I was not really paying attention. Nice faded post show on Sub Radio. Let's go. Kayla's American and Marab is a U.S. citizen now, so technically, yes. All right, I'll give you that. I'm never going to say Marab's not, a Long Islander at heart, so I'll give you that. 2 drunk Aussie ball bags, probably. The Late Late Show with Dennis and Luke. Yeah, dude. Where can I watch it live? The fights? You can maybe stream them in the East. Otherwise, ESPN Plus. Who you got in Drickus versus Hamzat? I'm betting on Drickus. Like, that's what I officially took. By the way, the line on that has grown. On both the dogs I took Lerone Murphy and I took Drickus. Both the lines have come up since yesterday. I'm fucking annoyed. Truth be told, though, I'll probably throw like a Hamzat finish or something in a parlay. But I'll probably take an over. Yeah, I put all my extra bets in on like Thursday, Friday usually. But as of now, I do have a DDP money line bet. Dave, agreed, Luke. Hey, B&B. Dave, hey, Lazy. Yes. Yeah, damn. Another opportunity with Submission Radio. Awesome. Why was Jed so Jed last time? I don't know, dude. But yeah, Dennis hit me up during Saturday's watch along too and wanted me to come on Sunday 2 days ago. But I like told my girlfriend, I was like, yo, if we got plans tomorrow, like I'll say no. And she was like, yeah, I kind of want to go to the beach. And I was like, all right, fair. So I bailed. I didn't commit at first, but I didn't go. Or I didn't go on. So, yeah, he's been pretty consistent asking me to go on, which is dope. Where was I? Oh. Do you think they'll add fans to Contender Series next year with the expansion? Maybe, if people are willing to pay. Chris Ewert doesn't sound very Chilean. He doesn't. Also, this is the guy so he got signed to the UFC, was supposed to fight, blanking on who, but like he was supposed to make his debut. They canceled the fight either the week of or day of, and then sent his ass back. Like instead of getting the shot, we're like, yeah, go back to Contender Series. I think they might have originally taken him from Contender Series to give him the short notice opportunity, and then when it didn't pan out, they were like, just go back to where you were. But it's kind of fucked. You watched every episode of Tough? Ew, why? Do you need help? No. So I used to pride myself on being the guy who watched every episode of Tough. So I made it a point this year. Oh, shit. Panferov fucking tuning him up here. I made it a point to try and watch every episode. But like I said, I had just had it on as background noise. So I wasn't paying it. Like, I don't even know. I couldn't even name one guy's name on the show, That's why I was just saying, like, I think the Brazilian's going to win. Like, I don't even fucking know anyone's name. But I like to think it gives you a good upper hand when the Tough finale comes. The difference is this Tough finale is truly only the 2 finale fights. In the past, when they do those like Tough finale cards, there's a few more like random matchups mixed in from the season. And I feel like those fights are where you have like a big upper hand if you actually watched. But I guess it doesn't matter much this year. Lerone is a dog. Lerone not only is a dog, I got him at plus 140. I think he's like plus 180 right now. The UFC can fill out heavyweights and women's bantamweight. That would be nice. I'm playing the Lerone and Drickus parlay. You're parlaying them? That's risky, but I am rooting for both of them. Where are we? Oh, shit. I think I'm going to do over 2.5 for DDP Hamzat. That's got to be plus money, right? Because 1.5, I think, is where the line is. Oh, Panferov with a takedown here. Yeah, Lerone is like plus 125 right now. Oh, that's it? I swore he was bigger than that. Drickus was minus 185 last night. You mean plus 185. Drickus and Murphy parlay sounds fun. Because he was plus 185 last night. I saw him at plus 200 today. No, Pico and Chimaev win easily. Pico is not patchy. Bautista was my lock of the week, and I'm very confident on Pico. I just feel like it's hard to go against the O. Also, Pico's been finished a few times before. Not saying Lerone's going to finish him, but like my one worry here is like Pico can thump, and Lerone has been dropped twice in the UFC, but I still just feel like you look at the level of competition he's beaten and how he's beaten them. Not that he's dominating these guys, but he is beating them pillar to post. So it's like, I don't know. I can't trust Pico. I'm not saying Pico won't win, and I'm not saying Pico isn't something to be excited about. I'm going to take the plus money on the undefeated UFC vet over the unproven fucking Bellator guy who's chinny. Chris Ewert is the guy who got brought in short notice to face Jackson McVeigh like a month ago, promised to make weight, then missed by 13 pounds, then got cut. And Jackson McVeigh, I believe, was making his UFC debut, and then it got pushed back, and he made it like a week later. Yo, Luke, how do I renew my membership to this channel? I think it auto-renew. I mean, you have a membership right now, so it might auto-renew. That's more of a ask a brown belt. Lazy, Sleeto, you guys got Wombat here? Neemias, Santana, Champs. Can I do it on my phone? I would think. Plus 154 for Lerone, actually. Wombat, if you're on your iPhone, you got to open YouTube in a browser. Can't do it from the app. Hit the dollar symbol. Dennis is the man. Easily one of the most down-to-earth dudes in the MMA media space. Yeah, dude, I like him a lot. Ewers missed weight by a whole small child is when he got sent back to Contender Series. Dennis is a super chill dude. He's the man. These guys look like bloated welterweights, not middleweights. LOL B&B. Jason Herzog, live bet the over. Don't forget to like the stream or UFC will cut more heavyweights with winning records. Listen to Blood and Beer, guys. Any plans to regularly do Contender Series streams? Yes, Christian. The plan is to do every Tuesday. I already pointed out, though, that there's like Tuesdays already in like September and October that I have conflicts. So those weeks, I'm sure Gaff's not even here right now, but I'm sure Gaff will stream those weeks. So no matter what, I think between the two of us, we'll have you covered. But the plan is to do them all. But obviously, if I got like a job or something, I'm not going to stream Contenders. I got to go to work. Or like, I don't know, maybe my girlfriend's going to be like, oh, we got tickets to a show that night. I don't know. I will say, just because it's Tuesday night doesn't mean we can't crack a fucking brewski, man. I hate the name of this beer, but it's a delicious beer. Oops, I hopped my pants. Yeah. Not the best name. Great brewery, though. Sand City Brewery. Shout out. They got 2 locations. But yeah, I've had this in my fridge for like a week now, and it was looking at me today, and I said, you know what? I'll crack that on a Tuesday. I also got to do a bong hit for this first fight. Not having Gaff here throws it off. Oh, you got to show off the logo too, Luke. There you go. Oh, yeah. Appreciate it, Sleeto. Easy choice to resubscribe. Let's go, Wombat. Anyone know any stream sites to watch Contender Series? Stream it in the East. It would be my best guess. But I don't actually know. Cool shirt, Luke. Thank you, Dave. You can get one of your own, and anyone else can, at morningcombat.shop. That's morningcombat.shop. New releases every month, and evergreen items. I'm trying to like do the read, Not that we have a read, but yeah, I appreciate anyone who does that because I make money from that too, so... Trust me, Pico is probably going to be champ. Only guy to beat him is Movsar. I mean, he's still young enough, right? He's 27. That's the thing, though. If he had fought Movsar wins, and now it's like, all right, what hype does Pico have? I kind of feel the same thing might happen with Lerone Murphy. And also, it's such a lose-lose fight for Murphy because if he wins, everyone's going to be like, yeah, you beat that PFL guy who, never really... did he ever even fight in PFL? You beat that Bellator guy who, big deal. LOL, lazy bed. I can't pick Pico. His best win is Henry Corrales, and Henry took that fight on like 2 days' notice. LOL. Kyle in the house. Oh, shit, let's go. I didn't realize you were going to be doing the Chicken Tender series, bro. Anything with chicken in the title, I'm there. No, but yeah, I was just saying I love a good Tuesday mini card, People forget Pico has only one good shoulder. That too, Dave. Non-betting related, I hate ESPN Plus so much. Now they're adding ads randomly that can put you behind on fights. Will WWE fans go full Jan 6 when they log in for the first time? Probably. What are the picks tonight? I just got in and I haven't got to look at the card. So, Kyle, unfortunately, they have no fucking lines on this in the state of New York. They have it on DraftKings, just not in the state of New York. I believe they also have it on FanDuel, but not in the state of New York. Yep. I'm seeing lines on both on websites, but not in my state. So I'm SOL here. I didn't even really do research on the card. I'm just kind of chilling with you guys watching fights. If you signed up for the membership, it should auto-renew. It was gifted to you, then you'll have to renew it when it runs out, but you'll get the belt either way. Got you. John, my membership never got renewed because I lost my debit card monthly. Oh, because I lose my debit card monthly. Ewert does stink. Lazy, right on cue, because this man just got taken down again and setting up the fucking arm triangle here if he knows what's good for him. Yeah, dude, if this guy was in the UFC, I mean, granted, he would have been fighting Jackson McVeigh, you said, so, like, might have been a competitive fight, but definitely not UFC level here. It's a good win for Panferov, though. Like, he looked good, and it, like, you can make the argument, like, oh, I beat that guy you were willing to give a shot to. Like, not that he's UFC level, but I beat a guy you signed, technically. What did Yanni take on this fight? Anyone remember? Shout out Sand City. Let's go, Kyle. Tough name. Oops, I hopped my pants. Left my ass off. Sup, guys? Danger Mouse. Range of Mouse. Bro, they're showing the save $10 on 319 graphic, and it says ends August 11th. Check today's date. What the fuck? That's hilarious. That's bad, actually. That's probably the TD's fault, honestly. So, prayers for the man or woman. LOL, old Dave, or do you just keep forgetting your wallet in the less reputable part of town? Ladies' night, have sticky fingers. This is Dana White's Meat Market. Dana White Meat Market. Anyone planning on checking out the new Alien Earth show? Hopefully it's good. I'm going to need like a little more details on this, Christian. Is it, I don't know. Is this already an existing series, Alien Earth, when you say the new Alien Earth show? Or is this a new show about aliens and Earth or something? Either way, I haven't seen it. Pork, the other white meat. Ewert punches like he's tapping out. Maybe he is. Dude, all right. Where is Gaff? It's funny. It's funny. Guys, we got Steamroller Frivola on Thursday for MK. Hope you guys are excited. I'm pretty excited. Pretty excited. I hope he's down to drink some Cuervo. You know, I don't know what his... He might be like, I got to fucking watch my kid. I can't get drunk. Or he might be like, I'm in camp. You guys just don't know it yet. I got a fight booked. Let me announce it right now. You know, that's best case scenario, I guess. Oh, Ewert reverses here. Oh, Ewert or something. That's how you say it? Just heard Fitzy say it for the first time. This guy still looks like shit, bro. Oh, that was interesting. Be watching that show. Yes, yep, Christian. It starts tonight. Out tonight. Alien Nation was great TV based on the Alien film franchise. Okay. See, I never saw Alien. Luke Thomas would, be pissed at that, but Panferov is tough and well-rounded. Will probably get smoked at middleweight if he gets a contract. Oh, yeah. Like as hot as middleweight is right now, I know we've all been talking about that, and it is in the top 15. It's still like a notoriously bad division as well. It's not like, like it's up there with heavyweight and light heavyweight where you're like, ooh. Anyone watch new horror movie Weapons yet? Seeing it Thursday. I'm not. But I did see that was out in theaters because my girlfriend asked me what movies were out. And I looked up, and it was that and like Freaky Friday or some shit. It's a show in the Alien franchise. Aliens, Prometheus, Alien Covenant. I 100% predicted Frivola being on MK when you teased it last week. You did, lazy. And I hope I did a good job of like no selling it because I was just like, yeah, he says Frivola. All right, But yeah, you did nail it. I've also like every time we have a pregame and they're like, who should we get? And no disrespect to anyone we've had in the past, but they're always like, oh, let's try someone new. And I'm always like, how about a fighter? And finally, they were like, all right, let's try a fighter. And then like that. Because I just want someone cool to come in that I can meet and be like, yo, what up? Oh, bro, you were putting it on him now. I'm going to take this bong hit mid-fight just because I don't want to miss another fight, but I want to take this bong hit. So, cheers, guys. Appreciate all fucking 34 of you here. I didn't know what to expect tonight. It's a little low turnout, but I'm not going to complain. We still got 30 people here. We still chilling. Let's fucking get high. Let's get drunk. Let's fucking watch fights. Let's, subscribe, like, all that shit. Smoke weed. Cheers. Where's Gaff? We need Gaff's face on a milk carton. All right? Cheers.
Smoke weed every day.
Oh, yeah. Video record shows Aljo outside of camp would be down for Cuervo, UFC 320. So I thought of Aljo because Aljo Marab, first two things that come to mind when I think of who's local. The problem is they both, I think, reside full-time in Vegas. Aljo, obviously, like you're mentioning, in camp. He might already be in China, too. I don't even know. Did notice Ray Longo say on Anakin Florian that the next time he's cornering someone is Marab. So that means he's not going to China. But yeah, and then I also suggested like the Philly guys, Sean Brady's of the world, shit like that. We were basically looking like Long Island, Jersey, Pennsylvania area. Because like who else, you have to get someone close. We're not going to like fly someone in, except Jed. Matt Frivola loves reefer. Hopefully he brings a steamroller pipe. Dude, so old Dave, I've already been thinking this. I was like, yo, I would not that I would ever use it if I'm being honest, because like, let's be real, I don't want to smoke a fucking steamroller, but it would be just a cool piece of memorabilia to have behind me or something, like the steamroller one hitter. But I'm like, he's not going to bring them in. And full disclosure though, the man lives 5 minutes away from me. So like, I'm trying to like, be like, hey man, can I get one of those? I'll come pick it up. Like let me come grab that. But that would be pretty dope, especially if he could like autograph it or something. Weapons has a crazy amount of hype. I plan on seeing it. Who's in that? What everyone else said. LOL. He'd be down even in camp. True. I hope this new deal brings back Friday night fights. See, I need the consistency. I don't know about you guys, but like, especially being boyfriend of the year, it's a lot easier to be like, yo, Saturdays are like the day. Like my girlfriend knows like, we probably can't do anything Saturday. And then she'll come to me and be like, what time Saturday? If it was like every other weekend, I'm like, oh, it's Friday this week. Oh, it's Saturday. Oh, now it's back to Friday. Like, I don't like that. I'd rather it just be Saturday. I do like the midweek shit though, because and it's every Tuesday too. So it's like, all right, Tuesdays and Saturday. Oh shit. Panferov on the back. And he gets taken down. Dana will likely sign both of these Jamokes 100%. Steamroller is so close to Metal Arc that he should be like MK's Dan Ige. Call him on 4 hours notice because he's down the street. That's true. Yo, but that's the other thing. There's probably so many people that are in the actual city that again, I don't know when these people are in camp, but like Neil Magny, fucking, oh, I know he trains in Colorado too, but like he has trained here. Fucking Veronica Hardy, Dan Hardy, like they're in New York a lot of the time. These are the people that we need to be getting in more. You goated. Let's go, Rizzo. I bet Frost would do pregame preview, but probably not in studio. Yeah, but that defeats the whole. They don't. Pregame preview needs to be in person. That's just how it is. But yeah, Frost would actually be a dope one, but we'd have to go to TriStar for that, which doesn't seem likely. Not if you saw me in the chat. When you said Aljo might already be in China, I immediately said in my best Trump voice, China. Dave, who's winning third round? I mean, even if Ewert, whatever the fuck his name is, won that round, you got to give the fight to Panferov. He had some success there, but like, that was bad, dude. Sloppy, I'll say. Not bad, sloppy. LOL, hillbilly actress from Ozarks and Josh Brolin. See, I know the name Josh Brolin. Who is that? Josh Brolin. I don't feel like I don't even fucking know this guy. This is an old man. Why did I imagine the name Josh just screams like a young guy to me? He's in he's in the Goonies? All right, maybe I do know this guy. All right, I take it back. But yeah, I never saw Ozark either, and I gotta, because that's right up my alley. You guys have Beef B&B, Julia Gardner. He doesn't fuck with B&B. Damn, I thought this was at 8. Oh, maybe Gaff did too. Hopefully, Richland. Oh man, Raging Al could be a fun in that role, dude. Raging Al would be sick. I'd love that. Yo, MK snub for world, bro. Literally was like watching Ariel live yesterday. Was it live? I might have been like, 20 minutes behind. And he's like, oh, we got, nominated again. And I'm like, oh, the award nominations came out. Let me quickly check, I'll spam this link. Not even nominated. That's bullshit. Also, like, no disrespect to Anik and Florian. I watch Anik and Florian, and I like those guys a lot. But, like, if we're talking just, like, viewership numbers and shit, like, come on. Why are they getting on? Also, Contender Series, it should be a fucking podcast or embedded, okay, but like, shouldn't be a fucking. This is like watching UFC. You can't put this in the same category. Oh, he's New England Cartel. He's got Tyson Chartier in his corner. Yo, F for us. Bro, why didn't Panferov try to submit him? Betted plus 800. What's up with that? It's all politics, lazy. Not being able to finish Ewert with the positions he had in that fight is crazy. I tailed the plus 800 Panferov sub. Looked like a good bet, too. Embarrassing he couldn't get it. Oh, come on. Josh Brolin from the Goonies. Oh, no, Luke. Left my fucking ass off. How do you not know Josh Brolin? I'm, like, really not a big movie guy, if you guys haven't noticed. As much as I, like, went to school for, like, I didn't go to school for film, but I went to school for, like, media production, and I was always in classes with all the film kids and shit, like, especially, like, video editing class. But, like, bro, I could not, I haven't seen a fucking serious movie in years. It's pretty much just comedies or, whatever my girlfriend wants to watch. You know who Josh Brolin is. No Country for Old Men, motherfucking Thanos. So Thanos, I know, is from, like, the superhero movies, but I've never seen that. Also, No Country for Old Men, I know, is supposed to be dope. And there's a fun fact about No Country for Old Men. I think it has no music soundtrack in it. Is that it? Or no dialogue? It's something like that. There's some fun fact about that. Also, who directed? Is that Clint Eastwood? I know that's like a banger I should have seen, but I've never seen it. Or is his name Thanos in that? Is that what you guys are talking about? Dude is literally Thanos. I can't give you the contract because Ewert's that good. Sorry, LOL. Hawani winning Journalist of the Year every year kills the credibility. I hate on him all you want. I will say that, like, the casual fan, if they're looking for news, is going to go to Ariel Helwani. They're not going to go to, like, I don't know, whoever else is nominated. Like, no disrespect. Mike Bond, I know, is nominated. Like, they're not going to Mike Bond. Us people on the inside who actually, like, watch the sport every day might be like, yo, Aaron Bronstedter's the clear fucking Journalist of the Year. But, like, with all the vote, I don't know. Helwani's definitely just going to continue to win that. I feel like if the UFC could have stopped, I know it's by a third party, but if the UFC could have stopped Helwani from winning, they would have done it a long time ago. Meaning, like, hiring people to vote against him or something. I'll get your coat, lazy. Are you showing the fights, big dog? Yeah, as much as we can. That's illegal, Billy Bob. Anakin Florian had the worst take ever today, getting on a soapbox claiming Hamzat won all 3 rounds against Usman. I missed that. Shh, it's okay. Abron should have won Journo of the Year during COVID. Dude was grinding hard. Oh, God, Dave, don't get me started. LOL, lazy. I'll save it for before the podcast. Anakin Florian getting nominated instead of MK because they never say anything bad about the UFC. Only reason I don't regularly listen to them. Yeah, but you, like, not you, but that's to, like, imply that MK never said anything bad about the UFC the years they won it twice, motherfuckers, and nominated at least 4 years. So, like, maybe 3 years. All I know is I only didn't work there for one of the years. I'll take credit for those awards. I tried to take one of those awards home, but rightfully so. Luke and Brian were like, no, we'll each take one. I was like, damn, would have been cool. Have a World MMA award. It should be like a fucking Emmy where everyone gets one, Maybe I can email about that. It has dialogue, current, no music, Coen Brothers. Correct, no music. Oh, it is Coen Brothers. Okay. Yeah, I like that little fun fact, you know. Anik has such bad takes for the last few weeks that I may have to get emancipated and move out. Awani isn't even a journalist. He's mostly sports entertainment. Yeah, well, he's just he's an interviewer. That's a journalist, right? God damn it, Luke, not knowing who Josh Brolin is. Sometimes I forget that you're a baby. LOL. All right. LOL, lazy, maybe midlife crisis is messing with him. Old Dave, but it's a fan boat. He's the only person people know the name of. Kareem Zidane. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Kareem Zidane or whoever the guy is a good journalist. It's because you guys aren't attached to a large company anymore. Ariel's attached to Yahoo. Anik is attached to the UFC. And most of the others are attached to ESPN. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure we were nominated last year and we were with the same company. I saw some people saying Bet Online has Dana White Contender Series in New York. Oh. What up, Gooners and Gooneritas? Well, the undefeated parlay is dead. Is it really? I didn't even... Oh, dude. That's fucking hilarious. Oh, yeah, because Ewert was undefeated. Let's take a quick look back at those parlays. It's the only thing I got to show you guys. Yeah, that's it. Oh, no, Ewert and South America are ruined. Top 3 are going strong. Animal nickname, 1 loss, second chance. And 30-year-old parlay, I think it's coming down to this fight here. You guys need De Silva over Mangos. I almost said we, but you already know I'm going George Mangos here. Sorry to who said earlier they were friends with De Silva. Mr. Davis, I believe. I did that. Urologist to the stars, Dr. Peener. I'm hopeful MK can somehow take advantage of UFC on Paramount. Dude, my first thought when I read that was, holy shit, BC works for CBS. This is dope. Like, that's like an easy in. But then I started thinking about it like, oh shit, but BC does talk a lot of shit about them. Not shit, but you know what I mean. He speaks the facts. So, whatever. You could take that however you will. But I looked at it immediately like, oh, this might actually be a really good thing. But also, like Luke said, we were talking about this pre-show, like, with our producer who used to work for Showtime. And, like, they had a meeting when they were shutting down Showtime Sports. And it was like, yeah, Paramount, we're getting out of the combat sports business. And then here you are 2 years later buying into the biggest combat sports business. Yeah, you were fucked us. Every other favorite is going to win too. Watch. Lazy number 1 with a crown. Congrats. Dr. Peener, can I send you pictures of a problem I'm having? How come my chat didn't show up? That's crazy. Did you say something bad maybe? It should show up though. Unless it's like really, I don't know. Mango's fight to start round 3. Baisangur TKO or points. Ty Miller TKO or points. Last fight not to go to the decision. Plus 394. Here come the spinning wheel kicks. De Silva about to throw some crazy kicks. Lazy, does it offend you that Luke hasn't given you a wrench yet? Why didn't LT re-sign with CBS? They didn't offer him, I think. John, I'm going to pass. Too many hog picks sent to me already, but I appreciate the thought. There you go. That's a doctor being like, I get too many dick pics, guys. Chill with that. Is that Mikey's burner running the fucking MK email? Ha ha ha. I kid, guys. Mangos, right? It's so weird not having like bets on these fights. It doesn't feel right, guys. Just doesn't. Also, not having Gaff here when we're supposed to have Gaff here doesn't feel right. Because now I keep looking over like, is he here? But he's not. Hope he's all right. Oh, my God. John, I'm going to put, I did that. De Silva will show he's the real deal, probably by KO. LMAO, BMB, I hadn't thought of it. Main Card Minute does a pretty good job modding his own chat. It's a sign of respect. Fight of the night loading. I like to keep up with the chat. Sometimes it distracts me from the fights, but also a mod wouldn't really solve that problem for me. Mod solves the problem when we got the spammers in there, which I'm sure on Saturday is going to be a thing again. But for these cards, it's obviously not that big of a deal. But yeah, I really wish I could have because I watch on a TV. I almost wish I was watching on a computer so I could just put up another little tab with the chat there so I could be watching them on the same screen because I look over here for the chat, here at the fights. So it's, Blood and Beer said, you are a highly valued member of our community and wrenchies must be sent as tribute. Slito said, damn, that was a huge backflip. I missed it. Was it Mangoes? My boy Mangs did a back? I hope Gaff joins at 7:58, thinking we're going at... Damn, I thought it was him. Oh, that sounds like a cool job. All right. Gaff the ghost. Gaff ain't texting you back either. To be fair, if anyone has ever texted Gaff, which I know you guys haven't, but anyway, if Manich or Tristan or Jake are in the chat, he's the worst texter. We'll just be real. You got to call him. He's a call type of person. But for something like this is casual. Not going to call him about it, but also, he knows. I guarantee he's going to join right before 8 o'clock, thinking it started at 8. And he's also, by the way, the type of person who puts his phone on, do not disturb all the time. It isn't right now, because it usually tells you when it is. Luke Thomas does that a lot, too. And Shaq wonders why he never answers his text. I'm just kidding. Oh, here we go. My boy Mangoes. He trains with Jack Della too, I think, right? Lions Den. That's the one in Perth, I believe. This tab wants to load for me. Maybe it's not. Oh no, what's his fuck is Scrappy MMA or whatever. Oh man, I hate talking on the phone except to my dad, LOL. Yeah, dude, I agree. Not that I'm not oh my god, I hate it, but I am when people are like, yeah, give me a call later today. I'm like, oh, come on, man, just call me. I don't want to think about calling you all day. But I will say I call my girlfriend all the time when I just need a quick answer. Yo, blah, blah, blah. I sent you a pic of Gaff on a milk carton for you to distribute as you see fit until he is found. Where'd you send that? Is that on Twitter? I do see I have a Twitter message, but I didn't click it yet. Let me see. Yes, it is. Oh, my God. All right, hold on. It's a whole process to get it over on this computer, but I will pull it up. Just give me a minute. That's so good, dude. All right. That's JPEG, right? Yeah. Fuck. I keep getting texts and I keep thinking it's Gaff, but it's not. I feel like I'm is it him? What do I have to do now? I have to pull up my email. All right. And then we'll go here. Let's see this, guys. We're so close. Mango's with an armbar here. Let's see. I don't think he has it. Why is that not a fucking JPEG? What did it save as? Oh, it saved as a fucking document? Come on, man. Hold on. Export. All right, do this. All right. It was the wrong file type at first. I think I got it now. Give me a sec. This is taking so much longer than I want it to. All right. Right here. Guys, put out the alert. Put out the fucking alert. Gaff is missing. Where the fuck is Gaff? Where the fuck is Gaff? Put out the alert. Send to the masses. Send the message. We need to find the man. We need to find him. You need an enforcer more than a mod. Someone to yell at the chat when they're getting wild. I missed that earlier. He is found. Gaff to see him like forgetting type when it comes to texting back. Yeah. This dude about to gas himself by round 3. My new dream is for JDM to knock out Islam and Habib returns for vengeance. I doubt that happens. Oh, old Dave, thank you for reminding me. How's the trivia podcast going? I said I would have an update for you guys. We're recording it on Friday. Me, Luke, BC, Friday recording. I could realistically probably put it out Friday as well. Part of me, and I'll take your guys' input on this, part of me wants to wait until Sunday or later just because I feel like all the hype of UFC 319 is going to kind of drown it out. Maybe I'm crazy because at the same time it is kind of like evergreen content. It doesn't really need, it has none of the questions have anything to do with 319. But yeah, either way, plan is to record the first episode this week. It's going down. We wrote it on our calendars, all that. So once I record with them, then I can figure out week to week who I'm going to have on kind of thing. Truth be told, Gaff will probably be in the second episode. Against who? I don't know. But another, maybe Dennis, maybe someone else. We'll see. And then I'd love to do all the like MMA fighting guys. I got plans. JBR guys, you guys want to be on it? I mean, we could do that. You got to show your face, though. But it'll be fun. So keep an eye out for that, guys. If I do put it out Friday, obviously I'll talk about it on Saturday. Either way, I'll talk about it on Saturday, whether you've already seen it or not by then. Wow, instant takedown from De Silva. De Silva is looking like a live dog. I hate to say it. From my boy Mangos. We need to bring back the Boost Mobile chirp phones. Yo, where you at? Bro, remember that commercial where it was like Young Jeezy, fucking Jermaine Dupri, and someone else? Fuck, who was the third? And it was like a Boost Mobile rap, and they like throw the phone. Oh, dude. It was just a little like 30-second commercial, and it's like each of them do like a bar. It was so good. Might have jinxed this fight. If he calls you, don't pick up right away. You don't want to seem desperate. LOL. We love seeing top control. This is what makes fans. John Ray gets it. Yep, next tell him boost. He's got him right where he wants him. If Gaff calls on air, you have to try the no, you hang up bit. I will. I think I jinxed this fight, hyping up De Silva to the homies today. Nah, dude, I think De Silva looks good here. I'm taking all of Discord to keep an eye out for Gaff. Bro, the Gilgo Beach Killer gets out and starts fantasizing about Haitian Americans. Maybe. I will say, Gaff does live way closer to Gilgo Beach than I do. Gaff, that's like the closest beach to Gaff. Just saying. It's too on the nose for Gaff to be a stoner who literally forgets everything. Marab De Silva, Lazy Bad What? LOL. Yo, can't wait for that podcast. Great idea. Thank you, Mr. Davis. Mango's taken down immediately. He's getting Hamzaded by De Silva. I would be on, but it's not fair. I wrote MMA quizzes. LOL. Daz Riccio would be great. He got the best scores on our MMA quizzes. But see, I cater the questions to the guests. So like Dave, not to tell, I know you're a former Marine, I believe. You're former something, former serviceman. Is that the right word? I don't even know. You're from Illinois. Like I might ask you like a Bulls question during it because I know you're from Illinois. Or I might say like something about a Chicago style dog. You know, like it's more there. It's definitely like if there's 30 questions an episode, 20 of them are MMA, but I definitely got weird ones too. So I need to know the person a little bit. Daz, I guess I know is from Hawaii, but you know. Oh, bro, if you can get this fucking triangle, no. Boost had a commercial with Kanye, Luda, and The Game, too. I don't think I remember that one. I bet Lazy Bed will never, ever, ever show his face. I don't have a face. I'm a bed. You should do it. All right, can you at least do it with a mask on? Like lucha style? Because I'm into that. Speaking of phone provider commercials, do you remember the Metro PCS commercials with those two Indian dudes? LOL. It's not ringing a bell, but maybe? Former prostitute merchant. I just coughed for 7 fucking minutes from ripping the spong too hard. Oh, that's fun. Remember the Apple and Microsoft commercials? Yes, with Justin Long. Justin Long and the nerdy guy, yeah. Justin Long was the Mac, and the nerdy guy was the PC. In my mind, Lazy Bed looks like Rocky Dennis. Oh, that's good. Not a former Marine. Once a Marine, always a Marine. They get really butthurt about that. All right, true. Former prostitute merchant. Either way, he summed it up for us. It wasn't. I was wrong anyway to call him a Marine. But yeah, so without giving too much away, I got like Connecticut questions. I got DC questions for like Luke and B. You know, there's different things to make it fun. I don't think it's going to be very long either, guys. I think it's going to be like a 20-minute show, which I don't know if that's better or worse for everyone. I did want it to be like 30 or longer, but the reality is I think it's going to like question by question is going to go quick. And like I said, there's only like 25, 30 questions, so you know, it might be 2 questions a minute. We'll see. Hopefully we can vamp a little bit and make it cool, but I can make Lazy Bag cartoon move and have lip sync in real time. I'm into that. Lazy Bag, I'll show you my dong if you show your face. I could do the lucha mask. I've also considered pantyhose like a bank robber. That's good too. Or like a bed, like a pillow. Dude, your face needs to be a pillow, like Lazy Bed, you know? I was in Air Force, the smart branch of service. There you go. Lucha mask, no doubt. What up, WSMF Peggy? What up, boys? Winner of the koozie last stream. Just got home with fresh flour. Cheers, bro. Has De Silva thrown any strikes? That's a good question. I haven't really been watching this fight that close. Let's fucking go, Peggy. What's up, everybody? Finally off work. Missed anything good so far? No, absolutely nothing good at all. Oh my God, he's here, guys. What did I fucking tell you? Did I call this or did I call this? He is here. Hold on. He's getting set up. I can't believe I spoiled it too early, but all right, guys. He's getting set up. He's muted on Zoom, so I can't hear him yet, but he's getting ready. Guys, we put out the call. Hold on, Gaff, before I show you. We had this made. We were like, where is Gaff? We need him. Where is he? Dude,
was this not supposed to be 8 o'clock?
I fucking knew it. I said, we all said it. someone called us out. I want to say it was Lazy Bed on Saturday. I said, yeah, we're doing it at 8 o'clock on Tuesday. And then he said, by the way, it starts at 7. Maybe it was Sleeto. Someone called it out.
Shit.
So I was like, oh, all right, 7. And then all day today, I was like, should I confirm that? And I was like, no, Gaff knows. And then I was saying to everyone, I was like, you normally join like 3 minutes out. And we got to like 2 minutes out. And I was like, let me text him. And then I was like, guys, I still don't know where he, they've been chiming in throughout, like, where is Gaff? Has he texted you? And I'm like, no. And then Sleeto made the fucking milk carton for you.
Oh,
so
man,
good.
that's hilarious.
But you missed nothing, dude. You missed a boring decision in the first fight. It was technically an upset. The underdog won, but wasn't anything impressive from either guy. This fight, Mangos is Australian, the guy in the red. He's supposed to win. He is in full mount right now. He's a little too high. But he's been getting...
I can't believe I missed fights. I'm annoyed. Fuck.
He's been getting wrestle-fucked the last 2 rounds, so this fight's kind of a dud, too.
All right, so Contender Series are at 7.
No, so I believe it was just this week, and I'm thinking it's because Tough airs at 10, and they didn't want to overlap.
And it's the final, so they definitely...
Yeah, so I think that's the only reason, because someone said special start time of 7, which makes me think it's 8 going forward. Either way, I'll confirm with you going forward now. But I was joking with everyone. I was like, all right, I hope Gaff's good. And then I was like, yo, I guarantee Gaff joins like 3 minutes before 8 o'clock. And I look over.
I'm like, as soon as I opened up and you were live, I was like, did this start like a few minutes early? And I'm like, this definitely started an hour ago. So, because I didn't look at my phone for like the longest time. I still haven't looked at my phone. I don't even have it on me because I know I'm not going to make bets for this. So I'm just like, I don't even need it.
I was explaining that. And I was saying, Gaff never like, he's not a texter, Gaff he ain't seeing these texts, And then they were joking I should call you and be like, no, you hang up. No, you hang up.
That's so good. All right.
Dude.
I just realized I'm like looking at are you watching this on .tv? Are you ESPN app or where?
Oh, I'm on ESPN app. I didn't even think of TV.
Okay.
Should I go to that?
No, I got them both.
I'm curious which one is quicker. Oh, shit.
I feel like you usually say ESPN's quicker.
I think it is too, and for something like this, it's commercial free, so I'm cool with it.
Love that.
Yeah.
There you are, Contender Series. We meet again, you bitch. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, so the guy in red is the favorite, Mangoes?
Yeah, but I will say, was losing the last, 7 minutes of this fight, and it's just now, in the last minute, probably turned it around.
Is Johnny Bananas on the card, too? What the fuck's going on? Who the fuck is this guy?
Gaff the Great, right on time. It's not like he missed anything. 8 p.m. Eastern. Gaff. Oh, dang, it's pronounced Mangos, not Mangoes. Fucking, I'm saying Mangoes. Gaff in the house.
Yeah, I'm saying
Bruh,
Mangoes.
I thought it was 8-2. Yo, Luke, I was listening to Gaff's 319 breakdown last night, and he was making sense. Cannonier was a former heavyweight and should be much more physical than MVP. That's a good point. I did take the over in that. I talked myself out of taking MVP money line. So, oh shit, this might be on. This is over in the neck, but it looks like
pushing up, but he looks like he's giving. He stopped.
You're ahead of me on this.
Oh, I am. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm by like 4 seconds.
All right, let's see if I try and fast forward what happens.
Nice little body triangle though.
That's right where I was.
Oh, he's doing it again. Oh no, not under this time.
Next week it's 8 p.m.
Okay. Ooh, big takedown for Blue, landing on top. Maybe the Tide. Oh shit, it's round 3. I was like,
I mean, honestly, this was a close fight, and Blue might have won it. Since you've been here, Mango's looked good, but he was looking like shit throughout the rest of it.
And he's not celebrating like he won. He's looking like he lost.
Yeah, I think De Silva might have won, honestly. And that's 2-0 for the underdogs, if so. If he can shoot or incorporate the grappling or control against the fence, he can probably hold MVP there. I thought 7 felt early for Contender Series. Just this week, Gaff. Tough made them do it at a different time. Don't be an hour early next week. Who are we kidding? Maybe we should tell him at 7 just in case. Hey, Gaffery is here. According to ESPN, De Silva has thrown 5 shots all fight. Oh, wow. So he just wrestled him. He didn't do anything. This fight slaps. Fight of the night. Dana might tell both these guys to get the fuck out of the Apex. Don't even let them shower. It's one of the things I'm interested to find out with Paramount. If I subscribe to the ad-free one, do I actually get to watch walkouts and hear corner advice between rounds? That's a good point, because it's not like ESPN has an ad-free version, so I don't know.
That must be such a surreal feeling if you're a fighter. Like fighting, then showering, and then just watching other fighters fight for the rest of the night.
Yeah,
like that must, especially if you won, that must be a great fucking feeling. You're like, bro, it's all
not on a
vibes
night
here.
like tonight. Well, I guess it's still a good feeling to win, but like you still don't know if you like won. You know, you still can't like really.
You got to put on that nasty jersey again because it's fucking matches, but you were sweating all over it after your fight. And they're like, oh, you just took a shower, put that back on. We need you to sit in this chair and wait for Dana. You're just like, fuck Dana, bro.
Oh, shit. De Silva wins. Upset. 29-28 across the board.
Canada, you did it. Sip on some maple syrup tonight, baby.
Good thing we weren't betting on this. I did want to say, though, that I'm gonna try and keep track of this all season because it's easy now that it's the beginning. How many dogs win all year? Because I feel like on Contender Series, dogs are more live than ever because it's like, here's your one night to win a contract. Like, just go all out.
Regional MMA or PFL Mana.
You know? but not even, because that shit isn't to win a contract. That shit's just low level MMA. Like, this is like, bro, here's your chance.
$50,000.
Yeah, so I feel like dogs are more live than ever, and I'm jealous that we can't bet on them.
What a trip takedown. That was nice. Took his hips out. He said, you thought I was going to strike? I was taking you down, playboy.
If anybody gets contracts so far, we're cooked. That's a good point. That's honestly a great point. None of these guys deserve contracts so far.
Has that happened? Like a night where all the fights happen and Dana's like, honestly, I think we're good.
I think Joe Pyfer was the worst night ever, and that was just the Joe Pyfer contract.
Oh, wow.
That's why he said to everyone, be Joe Pyfer at the end. And then I was saying to everyone last season, it was like, no matter what, if you win a fight, you get a contract. So we'll see which vibe they're going with this season. I'm assuming it's no matter what, you get a contract.
At this point, I feel like the roster is capped out. And also, we should talk about this.
Yeah, but wait,
we should talk about the Paramount.
Oh, well, all right. Well, we can get to that. But I just want to say real quick about the roster being capped out. I was saying earlier, every time one of those just aging vets, Weidman, for example, just retired, he probably was making $300K to show. And now you factor in, you can pay all these guys 10 and 10. You could sign 30 Weidmans, and that replaces it. So, like, roster being capped is never going to be a thing because you can always just cut people that make more money.
That's true.
So that's
the best part about it for the UFC is they were already living in a time where there's not a lot of stars. So this, in actuality, was the perfect time for them to take a 7-year deal.
Yeah.
Where they don't have pay-per-views to sell. They're just focused on, just putting on content and having enough content to fill the fucking schedule. And honestly, it's going to suck a little bit for us, for people like me and you that have been spoiled throughout our MMA watching careers, have seen stars bloom and fall and all that shit. But for the UFC, it's about to be great for them. They're like, we have low expectations. If we're not paid pay-per-views, we don't have to worry about selling pay-per-views. We just have to get people in the seats just to promote the sport, essentially. That's what I feel like the step they're at right now. And the fact that a lot of our stars have lost and this model now coming in is kind of going to be a great thing for them. It's going to be a weird thing for the fighters, for sure. Weird thing to navigate for the fighters, especially the big ones.
The big ones, I think, is the most interesting part because they're the guys who make the pay-per-view points. So, like, bro, did they just change the fucking background on us? That looks so weird. Like, mid-interview, they switched the fucking LED wall behind him, and it just looks so jarring. Bro, like, if you're Who's like the biggest star? We'll call him a star right now.
Hotan?
Sure, but he's not a champion right now.
Islam? No,
Islam.
Ilya.
Perfect. Like Ilia Topuria after pay-per-view points probably makes a couple mil. And it's like, okay, now are you going to, in a state like California, for example, where they disclose the purses, are you going to be like, okay, Ilya, here's 3 mil? Or are you just going to do what you normally do and be like, Ilya makes $500K flat fee and then just give him a duffel bag for the rest?
I feel like a lot of contracts are going to be renegotiated, and people are going to want a lot more upfront money now. I feel like that's
you
where
would
we're
hope
gonna go.
so. Like, also, the one thing I feel like people aren't talking about enough is that it's $12.99 for ad-free Paramount Plus right now, and they said we're not going to up the price.
I've been paying $2.
Motherfucker, I'll bet money that shit is at least $29.99 come the first pay-per-view.
Oh yeah, Facts.
Like, so now we're paying $30 a month. So now that's $360
It's gonna be like
a year.
Netflix. Yeah,
It's like,
and you're gonna have to have a family plan so multiple people can watch now.
yeah, they're gonna do the same shit as Netflix. Where like, oh,
Yeah,
different
they're gonna be
IP
Netflix.
address. Are you away? Like,
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. I'm not gonna enjoy it. I know that. Like, I know a lot of good things are gonna come of this, and like less pirating. People are just gonna have it all the time. It's easier access. Blah blah blah. All that kind of shit, right? But thinking about the quality that we're gonna get out of this,
bro, it's gonna be
like a
so
lot of these
bad.
guys' incentive to sell the fight.
It's
Keep
gonna
in
be
mind
so
that's
bad.
the point, to sell the fight. Now, what are you selling the fight for? If every there's no premium access. There's no, so it's gonna be
Also, the UFC's
I feel like we're
already-
gonna have less stars.
They're already putting shit pay-per-views on. This weekend excluded. This weekend's pay-per-view, 5 fight main card is fucking fantastic.
Oh, and CP Units is gonna have 5 fights as well. So
Let's
they
go.
haven't
See,
fucked up
that
there.
just proves how good of a fucking pay-per-view card it is that you can actually make 5 fights out of the fucking card. But go back to, I don't know, last pay-per-view, fucking Poirier Holloway. That was a bad pay-per-view outside of the main event. So it's like, bro, they're only going to get worse from here because there's no incentive for it's just going to be like what we consider right now a good fight night is going to be a pay-per-view because there's no such thing as pay-per-view anymore, and that's a bummer. They're never going to put on like big events anymore, I feel like.
Yeah, the White House one's probably, and I feel like that's another reason, like that's the one that they keep talking about because that's probably going to be the only one, even if it is free. That's probably going to be the only premium one that we see next year.
Right, but bro, this has me like, this is almost like we're in fucking late 2023 and we're like, yeah, but UFC 300's next year, guys. Like,
yeah,
it's like,
what it
yeah,
feels like.
sure, we know that's going to be sick, but like that's not even a thing right now. Like, that's so far away. Like, I don't know. Like, White House, sick, dude. Like, I don't give a fuck about that. If it's going to be a great card, then sure, I give a fuck.
It's gonna be like the Sphere, bro, where we're like, cool, and then we're like,
it's like,
we don't need to do that again.
Yeah.
We're done.
The Sphere, I will say, I like really bought into the hype where I was like, holy shit, even if we're watching at home, this is going to be the coolest shit ever.
And it was just an LED.
It didn't translate. It didn't translate. I'll just say that. I respect them for trying it. It didn't translate.
An LED globe. That's what it was. Sick one.
We talked for so long that I'm so far behind on the chat, but I feel like people are chiming in. Yo, Luke, I did that already. Oh wait, God,
Did
no.
we ever
really
take
lost.
that rip?
No, sorry. I'm ready. Let's do it.
We're so behind on many things.
We're
and I'm sorry, I'm late.
guys. We don't even have bets in, and we're like, all right.
Yeah, right. Falling behind on what?
Guys, Gaff joined. Eventually, we got there. We made it. It's we got 43 people watching, 33 likes. We were 10 likes away. I mean, we could get 10 more likes, guys. Appreciate it. Smoke weed. Gaff's waiting. Cheers.
Wait.
Smoke weed every day.
What are we waiting?
So how many fights are on this card?
5. This is the 3rd.
Damn. Well, damn.
That's one of the interesting things I'm to find out about Paramount. If I subscribe, fuck, I already did that. That's what got
Oh,
me.
yo, that's what I wanted to say, bro. I paid $2 for Paramount.
Yeah, you got a Black Friday deal or something. I remember when that.
No,
was
I fucking was gonna cancel it because I had nothing. There was Dexter was done, everything was done. There was no fucking shows that I was watching on there. The only thing that we used it for is like Dakota would occasionally watch the Jersey Shore or some shit for like a 9-hour marathon. But I was about to cancel it, right? Wasn't using it at all, and they're like, "No, wait, how about we give you the next 6 months for $2 a month?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'll stay for that."
Oh, that's dope. I remember a deal. I think it was Black Friday or something. Like someone I remember hit me up and was like, "Yo, do you need Paramount Plus?" And I was like, "I don't know why." And they were like, "They're offering a deal today, like $2 a month for a year or something." But I remember being like, "I don't need it." So.
They had no content. Like no content, but now they're fucking booming. Paramount Plus.
Well,
is
we
weird
have.
right
I don't personally know the login, but my living room TV is logged in to my girlfriend's friend's account because I did immediately open the app and was like, "Nice, we got an account." I don't actually
Locked
like.
in.
As far as watching it on this TV, I need to get the password.
Yeah.
So, Gaff,
Paramount Plus though, sneaky good. There's
Is it?
a few fucking shows on there that are sneaky fucking good. The show with not Piers Morgan. What the fuck's his name? The dude that played 007.
Brosnan.
Pierce Bronson. Yeah, that dude. There's this Irish fucking gangster show on there. Oh, bro. I was fucking locked the fuck in on that show, bro. It was so good. It was so fucking good. I think it's called like Mob something. I forget what it's called, bro.
Mob
It's
Wives?
so fucking good. I hold on. Let me look it up real quick. What's his name? Piers Bronson?
Brosnan. BROS.
Mobland.
N-A-N.
It's called Mobland on Paramount Plus. And if you like gangster shit and you're into the Irish and fucking wild gang shit, oh man, that'll
McGregor.
scratch that itch so fucking good right in the center. It'll scratch it so good.
Even in the Joe Pyfer season, everyone got a contract after that card. They gave out more contracts than fights and broke the record for the most fighters signed off of a season of Contender Series. Top 3 tri-state area MMA fighters and boxers you would want backing you in a bar fight. Chris Weidman.
Oh, easily fucking
You got to go big. You got to go big. You got to go Chris Weidman. John Jones. Tri-state area. Yeah.
I think John Jones first round pick.
John Jones, Chris Weidman, and I'll do like Aljo. He could just choke motherfuckers out. He's big enough.
I'm going John Jones, Jan Vellante. I'm taking because he's heavyweight now, and he knows more shit than a lot of people.
He's the worst skilled.
It's a bar fight. What are you? Is everyone trained MMA fighters in the bar? I'm taking Jan Vellante, bro. Jan Vellante's taking out a lot of motherfuckers, and then my third is Chris Weidman. Because Jan Vellante, Chris Weidman, good chemistry.
Bash
and then
Bros.
John Jones, Chris Weidman, good chemistry. So, you know what I mean? We out there. New York, we're into that bitch. Let's go.
Lazy Bed. And what's crazy is that it's not even your worst take day of the week. LOL, Delete, my man. UFC bringing in $1.1 billion a year from Paramount alone. UFC can afford 1,000 Weidmans with that money. A lot of folks don't realize that fighters with pay-per-view points in their contracts still have to meet a sales threshold to trigger the clause. That's from what I heard. Nobody has broken the threshold lately. I take Hagler, Tyson, and John Jones. I didn't even think boxers, but that's a good call. The best is how they say it's great for the fans.
Boxers in a bar fight? Fuck that. I need someone with MMA.
Yeah, but Tyson in a bar fight, I'd take over John Vellante.
Nah.
Come on, get the fuck out of here.
Because Jan could hold someone down and beat him up. Like Tyson's all punches. If you get a grappler in there, he might not know what the fuck's going down.
Well, that's why I would just
random
take
blue belt.
That's why I would just take an Aljo who probably walks around at like 170, which isn't the biggest guy, but he can hold his own against big guys because he knows what the fuck he's doing. Like,
yeah.
Whereas Weidman and John, I mean, they're also two of the greatest fighters, but like
you got to put some respect on Jan Vellante. Jan Vellante is pretty solid.
Hofstra wrestler, you know, like that's his biggest accolade. Like
hey,
it's not
played
even
football too.
It's not even MMA related though. His best accolade, like, and he wasn't even like, he's not like an Olympic wrestler. He's just a wrestler.
Hey, it's a bar fight. It'll be fine.
All right.
Jan Vellante.
The
I
best
mean,
is
it's
how
not
they
against top MMA competition.
best is how they say it's great for the fans because no one's gonna have to pay for pay-per-view anymore, like anyone ever did. LOL. Netflix said the same. The UFC has been compensating champions to get them $1 million minimum. Think Paramount a year from now will be 29.29 a month by 2026. I'll take that bet, Luke. There's no way they're going to up the price that high that quick. Also, $7.99 is the low tier. It'll probably be $14.99 instead of $12.99.
Nah, it's gonna be higher, bro.
Bro, it's going to be
higher.
yeah. I mean, maybe exceeded what I should have put the minute. Yeah, I was going to say $19.99 is probably the minimum they're going to up it to.
Because they already have such a large subscriber base that are getting it from other things like cable subscriptions and shit like that. So they already have that. But the people that get it alone, like as a standstill, like myself, I don't get the cable. I actually pay for the Paramount Plus. So that's where you're gonna get fucked. You're gonna get those guys are getting fucked.
I don't know what ESPN Plus is now. I do have it now, but I get it for Christmas every year, so I don't even like know what it costs. But it was $4.99 when UFC first signed a month.
I do remember that.
Or maybe even $3.99. It was something like that.
No,
now,
it was $4.99. You're right.
Yeah, now sure you could get the bundle with Disney and Hulu or whatever. But let's say you have those already, which was my scenario. We had Disney, we had Hulu, and I just needed ESPN, and I bought it for like, I think it's $9.99 now, maybe even more than that. So it's
inflation.
But yeah, for people being like they're not going to raise the price, it's like, well, of course they are. Lazy Bet, is Ilya really a star if his fights don't get enough buys to get points? Is there really any stars in the UFC if no one is selling pay-per-views?
Well, nobody's buying. Everybody's broke.
Yeah, we all
too.
just
You gotta
talked about how we pirate them. So yeah, I don't think that's a direct correlation. I will say, like, okay, my girlfriend's brother is my perfect like range of casual MMA fan because there was a time where he was watching every card, like a year ago, 2 years ago maybe. And he was like, every card could tell me like, oh, did you see this fight with whoever, whatever. Now I talked to him the other day. I was like, yo, you hyped for Hamzat DDP? He's like, oh, is that this weekend? Like, didn't even know. And then he's like, yo, he's like, I haven't watched since Ilya. And I was like, okay. And then,
oh, body kick.
See, I'm behind you. I'm waiting. Oh, what was that? A fucking liver kick? Front kick?
Yeah, nice little teep to the livies.
Bro, that ruins the second chance parlay because that guy Talha was already on Contender.
Oh, Talha lost?
Yeah.
Oh, he was in blue? Damn.
Yeah.
Yanni the Greek was like, yeah, take Talha plus 310. This fucking guy. Yeah.
Oh, that's so
good. What do I want to say about the price? Oh, yeah. Yo, this is a period in, I want to say, history where a lot of people are kind of broke at the moment. I mean, there was obviously the pandemic and everybody was in America, at least, was getting stimulus checks, extra money for no fucking reason, so they had money to spend. Also, not a lot of people were hanging out at the time and they wanted to see each other. An excuse to get everybody together was to buy pay-per-views, and I'll get the pay-per-view at my house and we'll put it on. So like, that was a time where people were spending money. Now it's not so much. So honestly, them moving to this model of going on Paramount Plus.
Did you ever do that though?
Away from the pay-per-view model. Do what?
Fucking be like, oh, people come over, I'll buy the pay-per-view.
Yeah, I've done that a few times.
Like,
yeah.
Dude, the only
but it's
time...
like with friends that don't watch MMA at all. So they'll be like, oh, it's a good card. Yeah,
but why wouldn't you just pull up the East? You don't want it to be like buffering and shit?
It was also a little back then. You don't want it buffering. That's the main reason. You want a solid stream that's going the whole time. You don't want to be like, oh, the fucking browser. You gotta, gotta fucking re-minimize.
Because I've had friends over. Again. I've had friends over for the fights, but it was always on the way we always watch on Fight Pass, so I was never like worried about it. But also, the only pay-per-view I ever bought and like we had people over was in college, and it was fucking Pacquiao Mayweather.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that was the only pay-per-view I ever fucking like bought and was like, "Yo, come through!" And it's $10 a head because we need 10 of you to pay for this or whatever the fuck it was.
One time, we bought Cheeto O'Malley, whichever. I think I don't know. We didn't buy that one. That was a Apex.
That was recently. Nah, Cheeto. Well, Cheeto O'Malley
the first
won.
one.
Yeah, that
the
was like
first
on the
one.
prelims of. I don't even know. It might have been on the main card, but definitely wasn't a main event.
Yeah. I forgot the last one I actually bought and had people over for. But it was probably like 3-4 years ago, something like that. The rest were, little fight pass, little East actions.
Yeah.
Yo, East is surprisingly smooth when I use it. I don't know about y'all, but once I get it going, as long as I don't have expectations to be like in sync with someone or something, like it would be going the whole time. I just don't have to touch it. It'd be good.
True. Lazy said, "Does anyone remember when they went to Intuit Dome in LA? That was dope, and that was Sphere Light. Yeah, that was that pay-per-view earlier this year, right? Marab
That was the Intuit Dome?
Marab Umar and Islam Moicano on last. I think that was that fight.
We did a boxing fight there. That place is pretty cool.
John Ray said, "Gaff, you're two rips behind." Abstract said, "Your guy's grind is something else."
Maybe I'm not.
Let's go.
Maybe I'm 2 rips ahead.
Yeah, you might be. Honest. I think I've only taken 2. This dude was Hamzat's main training partner. He must be a scrub. Remember that, Lazy? It was cool. I'm trying to skim.
How are the Yanks doing?
I don't know.
I know.
I did put a few, but he did.
Yeah.
Let's go. I used my boost on him, 50% on FanDuel or whatever. It was still. It
I
was
didn't
like
bet on them, so I know everyone's got a hit.
Bro,
Except
well, that's
for
how I
Jazz.
felt yesterday. That's how I felt yesterday. Did you bet yesterday?
Yeah, but guess who's the one person to not get a hit and kill all my...
Goldschmidt or something, right?
Yes, it was. It was
Yeah.
fucking Goldschmidt.
I looked back at the box. I didn't bet yesterday, but I looked back at the box score, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, I would have cashed every bet. And then I saw Jazz homered. I saw Judge. I was like, Gaff definitely had Jazz homering.
I didn't, bro. It's so funny because I was like, I had him for a hit, but I didn't think he'd come back and crack one like right away. I was gonna have that for today, and then he hit it, and I was like, fuck, I wasted it.
Bro,
and guess who I wasted the home run on for yesterday?
Someone who didn't hit Paul
Judge, who hit one today. So I had him flip.
he got like a single yesterday or something. Yeah,
exactly. And
but
Jazz
all 4 runs. What was it? 4 runs yesterday. All of them were on home runs or something.
Single home runs.
Yeah, it was pretty
Cody
dope.
Bellinger, Jazz, Giancarlo, and I forget who the other one was. Maybe Volpe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate a strong fight card, but the venue of the White House doesn't generate excitement for me. What truly hypes me up are meaningful fights, not mere gimmicks. 1,000% agreed. Wheels up.
Yeah.
Super pumped about Paramount Plus. The money I've thrown away on UFC pay-per-view is depressing. Damn. Under 1.5 in this one. You remember when Amazon got the Thursday Night Football and upped the price to $250 a year or $25 a month? Oh wait, yeah, that didn't happen. LOL. Calm down, y'all. I don't
That's
know.
fair.
Amazon's
That's fair.
also a business that doesn't like Prime Video is not their number one income. Like they make all their income from their online store, I feel like. So that's just like a side hustle of like, oh, and we have a streaming service. It's not like
we also make millions over
it's
here.
not like Paramount who's like, oh, our linear networks are dying. We're throwing everything in on this streaming service. Let's hope for the best. Like
we've been cutting off toes for years now.
Yeah, like Amazon's
We're
literally
trying to
like
save the
one of
leg.
the top 5 like businesses right now. Like Susurkaev came out with the inside cup check to the head kick combo. I'll take that bet. They will not up at $7 in 1 month. In 1 month? I said it in 2026. That's 4 months from now. 4.5. So
Inflation's a
CKO
motherfucker.
boxing going to be included with the Paramount deal as well. And what do you think of them not on ESPN anymore? Might put more eyeball on PFL or be a good thing for PFL? I think so. TKO boxing, Dana White Contender Series, and Tough are all still on the table. I think there's a chance they all go to ESPN still.
I think that's the smartest move for them.
1,000%.
Immediately, like, what's it called? Just fill that space. Just fill the space that the UFC leaves, because there's fans that have no idea the difference. There's casuals out there that you just put MMA fighting on the same fucking app and they're going to watch it anyways. They're going to be like, why is it called PFL now? I thought it was UFC last year.
The thing is, though, that,
Like
what's their face? Fuck. ESPN. Oh, ESPN turned down Top Rank at $80 million to renew. So, like, are they going to throw more than 80 mil into TKO boxing? Probably not. And if TKO boxing is the type of promotion that's putting on Canelo versus Crawford, it's worth more than 80 mil. So, is ESPN just out of the boxing business, or were they just like, well, Top Rank sucks?
Maybe they're out of the combat sports business.
But like people are saying they're still with PFL. And by the way, I looked into this the other day because Luke and Brian were live, I guess it was yesterday, talking about what does this mean for PFL, blah, blah, blah. So I tried Googling real quick like what the PFL's contract was with ESPN, and the only info I could get was that they signed a multi-year deal. Doesn't tell you the amount of years, though. So multi could mean anything. But they signed
I feel like that means less than 10.
Bro, I feel like that means 3. Don't ask me why. I feel like that means 3. They signed it in 2023. So I'm like, yo, for all we know, because clearly this isn't public information, for all we know, PFL's deal is up at the end of the year or some shit. I assume it's not because I think we would like hear about it more than 6 months out. But for all we know, PFL isn't going to be on ESPN for much longer. So it's like,
where would PFL go if it wasn't? Because would they just follow the UFC and also go to Paramount Plus, and Paramount Plus would try to make themselves like the Combat Sports Network? Would they go to a rival like, well, it's not going to be Netflix because Netflix would be like, what the fuck is this? Maybe like an HBO Max, because we've seen them do the PFL series on HBO Max before.
I'd argue that, like, I mean, I know you get more. I don't know, dude. You make all your money in advertisements anyway. Just go fucking solo. Go YouTube.
Prime.
No one watches your shit anyway. Just put it on YouTube. You'll get
honestly, yeah. Why aren't people just
you'll
taking
get
control and doing it on their
30,000
YouTube?
concurrent viewers, and the fucking ads alone, you'll make a few grand each night. Like, it's not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a great point. Why shouldn't they just control their own?
I'm sure the money isn't there, but like there's a reason CJI did that. But you have to think like PFL is above CJI as far as like, yeah. So
and the salaries that they have to pay are a lot more than what CJI got to pay.
Although, are they? It's like,
wasn't CJI paying like fucking $50K a fighter?
10, I think, 10 a fighter, but there's 64 fighters or something. And then they had all those super fights. So even if they invested 300,
less than $1 million.
Oh, bro, I'll say 300K into everyone. You think PFL exceeds that?
Yeah, that's 3 fighters for the PFL making
no.
3 fighters at 300K.
Bro, I guarantee
is definitely making 100.
I guarantee before
Ngannou's 250 for sure.
Yeah, but these motherfuckers don't fight. Dakota, yeah, all right, Dakota maybe. Dakota probably makes 200, and everyone on the undercard makes enough to accumulate the other 100K. Because they, unlike the UFC,
Carmouche is probably making 150. Maybe
I believe the UFC's lowest now is 12-12. I remember reading Bellator purses, and I know it's a different company, but Bellator purses,
a pack of bubble gum, and
bro,
a pack of
literally like 1K purses. So if you could pay a fighter at max $2,000 and fill out an undercard with people like that, yeah, you can just pay the headliners big money.
That would be nice.
John Ray said it went from $4.99 to $11.99 in 7 years, not 1 month. Oh, I see what you're saying. PFL probably getting dropped, and as of yet, no deal for TKO boxing. ESPN Plus is $11.99 now. Bro, this is Dana White's wrestling and clinch series. Oh, the body kick. Took the under 1.5 single plus 110 right before the fight started. Oh, God. 2021, I used pitch in with a group of friends for every pay-per-view. I used to pitch in. Would have it on multiple TVs. They've all long since stopped watching. Damn.
Yeah, that's the thing, too. A lot of the people that were doing good back then were stars. A lot of them are not champs now. They're not in the UFC. They've been losing, so there's less incentive for them to continue watching.
True.
They got to learn a whole new storyline. They're like, who's this South African guy? Why is he so sloppy? You know what I mean? Like,
Look at this. Wait, this message from Cosmo. I hope y'all been hammering my Brewers 10 in a row. Swept Gaff's Mets? You think Gaff
whoa,
likes the Mets?
I don't like the fucking Mets.
This is a Yankees podcast here, all right?
Yeah.
Both of us are Yankee fans. But I will say I picked up Quintana in fantasy yesterday. I'm playing you in fantasy too, Gaff.
Bro, I forgot to set my
ass beat.
Yeah,
I
I
was
forgot
gonna
to
say-
set my lineup.
I was gonna say I picked up Quintana yesterday. He had a good game, so. But I do know the Brewers are hot because my girlfriend's dad is a big Mets fan, and he was talking about how they were getting their ass kicked.
At this point, I'm just trying to hold down the 4 spot for playoffs. That's it. I'm like, fuck it. I'll just lose now. There's no way I fall out of the playoffs, so I should be good.
I hope these are the right guys. I don't know what they look like. So.
Who the fuck are these guys? And why
Miller
is Sean
and
Shelby
Drago.
getting a feature?
Bro, Jimmy Drago or Drago? It's Drago, but we're going to say
Ivan's
Drago.
nephew?
Also, I'm pretty sure he's from New York, if I'm not mistaken.
Get out of here. Wait, really?
Yeah, but it's like not upstate, but
It's
you
not
know,
Long Island?
Nah, north of like Westchester area.
Because I
North of
know
the Bronx.
Drago. I'll be like, wait, do you know this motherfucker? Is this your cousin?
I'm also
What's
pretty
up?
sure he's a former dope head. I was reading about him.
I would track.
It would track. I was like, yeah, from New York, former dope head, cool name. Yeah, checks out. Have you ever fired 2 guns whilst jumping through the air and gone, let's fucking go? Ty Miller, been on this kid
Maybe
since
one.
last year. I'm so happy to be done with ESPN Plus. I won't keep it for that stuff. Or ESPN.
I need to go
Fun
shoot
Luke.
guns.
They're not going down from $12.99 in December to $19.99 in January. All right, John Ray. 7.7 billion is so much money. What's good? What up, Kim Bong Il? For context, the MLB's broadcast rights deal only amounts to 1.3 bill a year or some shit, barely earning more than UFC. It's fucking nuts. But deal
those
with who?
highlights.
Because all the MLB, all these teams have their regional networks, so that's totally different. Like the national MLB deal with, ESPN Monday Night Baseball or whatever might be 1.3. But like, or is it the entire? I don't know how that works. Maybe it's the entire thing. PFL comes to Paramount Plus as little brother for 10 more years. PFL goes to YouTube, then they will finally reach the levels of LFL. The XFC promotion that LTE does color commentary for puts it behind like a $10 to $15 paywall. Do they? See, that sucks, man. I thought that shit was on. No, maybe I didn't think that.
Maybe you didn't.
Yeah, I was going to say
Maybe
Fight
you
Pass, but I was like, nah, I probably would have watched it then. I've never watched Contender Series, but is it harder to make money on it because it's only hardcores betting? No, I think it's, I was saying earlier, I think it's easy to make money on, not easy, but I think dogs are more live than usual because they're like risking it all for the contract. And finishes are usually more likely because they're trying, especially on a night like tonight. Well, no, we did just get a finish. I was going to say.
Eric McMahon taking down the fucking referee spot. Okay. That's not who I expected to see in there at this point, but I respect it.
Forgot you're a few seconds ahead of me. Danger Mouse, they're talking about your girl. Y'all ever heard of the GFL? They're the next generation of MMA. This dude has created player tattoo vibes. Dave says he's from Yonkers, this guy. That makes sense.
Yonkers.
That's what I said,
No
though.
one cares.
I said north of the Bronx. Freddie and Jason, tattoos on the forearms, watching him as he jerks off. Drago is a recovered addict. Yes, often best base for MMA. Former addict with a firefighter tattoo. I've seen that movie. Nothing faster than a crackhead on slippers. Could you imagine how fast a Dagestani recovering addict fighter would be if they were also in custody battle? They'd be unstoppable. Ty Miller going to starch him. Haha, Dave. Agree 100%, Luke. Lots of underdogs come through with like plus 2,000 finishes and stuff. Yeah. I just wish we could bet on it.
Yeah. I feel so left out in the cold.
I feel so left out, and it also is like a real look in the mirror where I'm like, do I only enjoy fighting because I bet on it now?
No, I definitely just love
I was
it.
gonna say, nah,
I'm locked the fuck in on Drago and Miller right now.
bro. I'm locked in on Drago.
The phoner. Whatever happened to Jake, whatever the fuck his name was. The guy
Jake
with
who?
the fight phoners. He was a heavyweight over in
Bellator, that dude?
yeah.
Jake,
Jake.
Hager?
Yeah, Jake Hager. Whatever happened to him? It's like his career
He
just ended.
sucked. I don't know. Wasn't he like a WWE wrestler or something?
Yeah.
I will say, BC said on MK like 2 episodes ago, he went, "Oh my God, I have a phoner." when Luke was talking about DDP Hamzat, and I fucking laughed so hard at that for 5 minutes, and I was like, I need that as an audio drop, like, fucking, "Oh my God, I have a phoner."
Yeah, every time we hear a good fight announced, oh yeah, that'll be a nice time to hit that.
But just like this weekend's pay-per-view, when we're like going into like, "Oh, dude, next fight is Jeff Neal, Carlos Pratis." Like, "Oh my God, I have a phoner."
I'm telling you, Pratis KO incoming.
No, dude, someone commented earlier today. I don't remember who it was. I'm sorry, but if you're in the chat, speak up. They commented on my poll of who do you think wins, Jeff Neal, Carlos Pratis, which, by the way, was overwhelmingly Carlos Pratis. And they said, I think we got a live dog on our hands here. And I agree. I think
You got a dead dog on your hand.
Bro, I'm saying this now.
You got a little yeller on your hand.
No, I'm saying this now, and I'm saying this on Saturday. And I don't know, maybe you just throw singles on all 5, but I seriously feel like all 5 pay-per-view fights are live dogs.
Hey, when Jeff Neal goes down, I'm gonna have a picture of Old Yeller ready for you.
And when all 5 of those when Jeff Neal wins, I'm gonna throw this up and go, "Where's Gaff at? Where's Gaff at? He's taking an aioli right now. What's up? Where's he at?"
Oh, man.
Dude, I should make that your picture when you leave now. Instead of going to the one box, I should just fucking put the milk carton for you. I'm gonna have to remember to do that. This is a different show file than the UFC one, so this won't be there on.
Ooh, big right hand.
From
Miller hurts Drago, but he's back. He's with it. He's swinging.
He's like, heroin couldn't kill me. You think you can?
Yeah, he's eating a lot of shots, so the jabs seem to even be wobbling him a little bit.
Shout out from Comac right now, by the way. Visiting family makes it way harder to be a DJ. Let's go. Kyle's in Comac. I knew you were from there, but I was going to say you can't bet on Contender Series either then.
Ooh, that fucking left hook was money.
Cosmo said, wasn't Son of Sam from Yonkers? Just watched a Netflix documentary about him. I didn't watch it, so I don't know. Who else is from Yonkers? Jadakiss is from Yonkers. I believe DMX is from Yonkers. Oh shit, they might be from Mount Vernon too. I always mix up Mount Vernon and Yonkers. They're kind of right near each other.
I have a good friend from Mount Vernon.
I was gonna say, and they've both birthed a lot of rappers. I think DMX is Mount Vernon and Jadakiss is Yonkers.
Did your stream freeze for any? Oh, now I'm behind you.
Mine's good. Yanni the Greek 0-3 betting tonight. LOL. I may or may not be using my Florida book right now. Oh, all right. Yanni is employed by the sports books to give out losing bets. Dude, did you guys see that video, and have you seen the shit that BC fucking posted of Yanni the Greek like in the shower, like, we cash, baby. He's like washing his hair, and he has like his girlfriend or something filming him, and he's like, I'll give you guys another free play here. He's like taking a shower, but she's filming him from like the chest out. I'm like, dude, this is what made you be like, this will be some good content. Like, old man in the shower, like, oh.
I never understood shit like that.
It was some Oscar De La Hoya shit, honestly.
Yeah.
Forgot about the Jake Hager thing. Phoner versus Rock Hard with Emotion. Sup, Daz. Coachman as a promoter for PFL is a match made in heaven. Gaff, as a hardcore PFL fan, if I were the PFL, where would I sign and why?
If we're talking about like streaming service, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Like
ESPN. I'd
ESPN
re-sign
deal.
with ESPN.
All right, let's say they don't want him.
I'd go the same place that the UFC is.
Yeah,
So
but
all MMA is in one place. So
I
I'd go
also
with
feel like
Paramount as
they
well.
won't want him. Because, like, is Paramount trying to become the home of sports? Or are they just like, oh, we'll just take that big sport?
I mean, they got football. I think I saw a baseball game on there earlier this year.
Yeah, but it's some, like ESPN does really feel like the home of like, oh, I'll go there for like everything.
I just go there for sports. I'm just kidding.
Exactly, everything.
Bro, Drago's getting his butt kicked. Miller's piecing him up.
Slito says he's taking Prate's decision for the value, but he can see it ending inside the distance.
I like that.
I like a good Jeff Neal spread bet.
Okay. I like that. I could get behind
Right?
the spread bet. But he's getting finished. So
Well,
probably.
then you can't get behind a spread bet. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like he doesn't get finished and can steal around. Yeah, that's how I feel. I'm taking the over. I took the over 1.5.
Jeff Neal's
so
gonna look
it's
so good, and you're gonna be talking your shit in round one, and then a fucking bomb's gonna go off against his ribs in round two, and the fight's gonna be over. And then I'm gonna be showing you a picture of Old Yeller. I'm like,
then-
look.
And then I'll go. Hold on, Gaff. Wait, who won? Oh, Protest won? Yeah. I was on him the whole time.
I still need to get my fucking flag. I haven't found this thing in a while. Bro, I used to have that Morning Combat Brazil shirt. I need to pull that out for Pradas.
What is that?
You don't remember one of the old Morning Combat designs had like a Brazilian flag on it, and I forgot what it said. It might have been like a reference to the massage parlor or something like that, but it was something like that. It was something funny, and maybe I'll find it and wear it. Hopefully, I can find it by tomorrow. I mean by Saturday, but yeah.
Oh shit, Drago got rocked again.
Yeah, he's getting pieced the fuck up. I think Manich remembers that shirt. He might have got one of those.
Manich with the Tank Benavides shirt.
Oh my, bro, Miller's gonna knock him out in round 3 if it doesn't happen in round 2. Oh man, it's probably happening in round 2, bro. He's just waving and eating hooks across his chin. I'm so surprised he's still on his feet, honestly. He's eating some clean shit across his chin.
He's like, I've hit crack harder than you.
Oh god, and he keeps when he lands something good, he like stops him in his tracks, and oh man, it's so bad. After a few of these, if I was his corner, I'd consider.
Uppercut.
Yeah, bro. Oh man, I can. Yeah, this isn't Buddy, we gotta think about your health. We gotta think about the future.
He's going for that contract. Jeff Neal can win. Luke and Gaff, as we stand right now in the year, what would be your top 3 contenders for fight of the year?
Nazim Siddiqov, Nicholas Mata.
I'm looking up all the fight of the nights. There's a way to do that, right? Yeah, here it is. All right, so Roman Kopylov, Chris Curtis, no. Merab
Hell no.
Umar, no.
No.
Vinicius Oliveira, Saeed Nurmagomedov.
No.
Cody Steele versus Rong Zhu. That was a
No.
fun fight, but it only lasted like a round. Cannoneer versus Hobocop.
No.
Julius Juicebox Walker versus Alonzo Menafield.
Stop.
Ribovic versus Hakparast. Fiziev versus Gaethje. None of these are sticking out. Lopez versus Volkanovski. Randy Rude Boy Brown versus Nicholas Dalby. JDM versus Bilal. Melky Costa versus Julian Erosa. This has to be a women's fight. I don't even know the first name. Dos Santos versus Ardeline. Alice Ardeline. Who's Dos Santos?
Ryan Dos Santos?
Maybe. It's just
No.
showing me last names. Buckley versus Usman. Sadiqov versus Mota. Sure. Van versus Royval.
Yeah, that's probably in there right now. So that's my number 2.
Charrier Landwehr.
No.
Alan
It was a good
Vittori.
one, but no.
Shara Bullet versus Marc-Andre Barrio.
Solid fight, but no.
And then 2 weeks ago, we had 2 of them. Duncan Raumbetsky and Brenner Ribovic.
Brenner Ribovic is my 3rd.
Yeah, so I agree with you 100%. But I'll put Van Royval number 1. Is that what you said?
No, my number 1 is Sadiq Almada.
Okay, I'm going to do that number 2, and I'm going to do Brenner Ribovic number 3.
Now, Charrier Landwehr. Honorable mention, and I was going to slide that in my number 3 until you said the actual number 3. So,
I was going to say, I don't remember that as well as I remember all the others, but in my head, that sounds like it was a banger. Yeah,
it was going down, and then Landwehr was getting the crowd into it for round 3, and then he fucking ate a huge shot, and it was over.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Neil is the one dog that I hate this week. See, Cannonier was the one dog I hated this week, but as the week goes on, I'm kind of liking Cannonier.
Bro, I don't know why everyone's so high on Venom Page, and trust me, I used to smoke on that Venom Page all day. I was high on that motherfucker more than anyone else. I love me some Michael Venom Page, but I don't know. I literally don't know why so many people, and me being the Venom Page Bellator lifer, is saying that. That's how I'm like, wait, what? Everyone's on fucking Page this week? How does that make any sense?
I just, like, he looked so good against, not so good, but he looked good against Shara. He looked good against Kevin Holland, and it's like, all right, he lost to Ian Gary. Big fucking deal.
Yeah.
And Cannonier's old. I know he looked good against Hobocop, but Hobocop's limited. Despite being a black belt, he never decides to go to the ground. And so it's like, but I guess MVP's limited in that sense too, right? He's just going to keep it standing.
Yeah.
I could see a world where Jared wrestles and wins.
He's going to have to. That's why I think it's like, I mean, there's a clear way to beat MVP, and there's a clear way to lose to MVP.
Yeah.
And the path is yours to choose, really. Do you want to stand and strike with him and lose the fight, or do you want to take him down, put him up against the fence, and win the fight? That's your choice.
That's what I'd be worried about, though, is that he just beat like a good again, I mentioned he's a black belt, but he just beat a good striker in Hobocop, and I think his ego might be like, I could beat MVP on the feet. You hope not, but
yeah.
Also, MVP got good takedown defense. He might be like, fuck your takedown, Jared. And he's had way more time to bulk up to 85, assuming he's like known he's going to stay up there.
That's true. But he just doesn't look like he has the frame for 85, and even if he does, he's not going to carry it well. Especially against a guy like Cannonier that cuts
the
all
Shara fight
down
is
to
85,
make 85. Though? Yeah. But think about Jared, who cuts all that weight to make it down to 85, who's fucking chiseled, jack, got muscles.
He is chiseled, but he also hasn't been a heavyweight in, 8 years or whatever.
Yeah,
so.
But he still cuts a lot of weight to get down to 85. And
yeah.
MVP does not cut a lot of weight to get into 85.
Yeah, but cutting weight isn't always the best, Like, MVP might walk in at 85.
But MVP's style is a style that needs to be light on your feet. Carrying a lot of weight is not conducive to winning in a style like that. You got to be bouncy, in and out, back up, evade attacks really well. And if you're light, skinny, it helps you get away from things. You got a little more weight on you, you're going to eat some body kicks on the way out. You eat some punches.
True.
So I just think it's a bad style matchup for MVP. If it was anybody else at 85, is somebody that would just stand in there, like even if it was Paulo Costa, I'd be like, you know what? I feel like MVP's got a shot.
Is
here.
that your favorite dog on the main card, Jared Cannonier, or you're just
for sure?
Yeah,
For sure.
wow.
Yeah. Easily my favorite dog.
Who's your second favorite?
The rest are kind of favorites.
Reminder:
maybe DDP.
We got DDP. We got Lerone Murphy over Pico. We got
Larone's a dog.
Bro, Larone's a fat dog. Like,
We're cleaning up.
I was just saying earlier, I got him at plus 140 yesterday. He's like plus 180 now.
Let's go. Get to 2. Get to 2.
DDP got to 2 today. I got him at plus 185 yesterday.
Yeah.
Also, Tim Elliott, I didn't take, but I may take spread bet or something later.
He's my least favorite dog.
Really?
He's
okay.
so fucking. He's up and down for me. Like and not in the way like he's up and down. It's just like when he's up, I'm down because I'm fading him, and then when he's down, I'm up, and then I lose on Tim Elliott bets. So I don't know which way to take him, which is why he's not gonna be in any parlays for me.
All right, and then Jeff Neal, you said you didn't like either.
Oh, that's good. No offense to Jeff Neal, but
yo, shout out to Kyle who gifted
Fighting
5
nerds.
memberships. Let's fucking go, Kyle. Fan
No, I'm
gets
on that
one.
Fighting
Renee
Nerds
gets
Kool-Aid.
one. Connor gets one. JD gets one. Bambles gets one. Let's fucking go.
And the Kool-Aid's strong, bitch. Fighting Nerds Kool-Aid is strong as a motherfucker.
You know who else is a fighting nerd fighting this weekend?
What, Bruno Brazil or some shit?
Close. I was gonna say, what? You clearly don't know your fighting nerds, guy.
If they're not one of the original Ninja Turtles, I don't want them.
Karine Silva.
Okay. See, what are we doing now?
No. In her defense, she lost at MSG. I remember it was MSG because she was the reason we didn't go perfect, I think, that night. She lost at MSG, but she did have a lot of hype around her. She's got like 18 wins, and like all of them are by finish, and it's like 9-9. You know, like she knows how to get it done either way. Now she's training with the Fighting Nerds. The Fighting Nerds parlay is pretty tempting. Karine Silva, Carlos Prates.
I want you guys to get one thing straight. All right, if it's not Bruno Brazil, Mauricio Hufi, Kyle Balio, Gene Silva, or Carlos Prates, they are not a fighting nerd to me. They are a fighting nerd affiliate.
All right,
okay?
so what about your boy?
Nerd adjacent.
So your boy on Tough?
Not a fighting nerd.
Yeah.
Also lost. So
I know.
I mean, that tells you everything you need to know.
I just remember him like talking mad shit to the other guy. I was just saying, dude, I like really. Someone said earlier in the chat, Gaff, that Danilo, is that his name? Danilo?
Yeah.
He fights tonight or something on Tough.
Oh, does he?
I don't know. They were saying that's their
an
favorite to win tonight and win it all. Are you in agreement with that? Who do you like?
No, I like Joe, but I recently, after watching Joe win, I had the epiphany
Joseph
that
Morales?
I had the epiphany that it never goes well for these guys coming back. It never does. And why would it? They're setting up some young fucking Russian dude. So yeah, it's either one of the two guys that are fighting. Whoever wins this fight is probably winning the whole thing.
Wait, you don't think the Brazilian who's already in is winning? Who beat the Fighting Nerds guy?
He's different weight class. He's middleweight. I thought we were talking about the little guys. No? Isn't it the last little guy fight?
I don't know. One of the matchups hasn't been announced yet. Hold on, I'll tell you right now.
Oh, it's the fucking Polish dude versus the other dude right now,
so
right?
It's Alibi,
or the Ukrainian?
Alibi Adiris is fighting Joseph Morales at flyweight. That's confirmed.
Okay, all right.
And now Rodrigo Cezinando is waiting his opponent at welterweight.
Oh, it was welterweight. Why do I think those guys are middleweights? Oh, it's Matt, right? It's Matt, whatever, fighting the other dude.
I don't know, but I remember I was saying I've had all these episodes up in the background and I really haven't paid attention, but I remember this Rodrigo dude, and I was like, all right, I'll take that guy.
Yeah.
Do you like him?
Yeah, the Brazilian's probably going to win. The Brazilian and the Kazakh dude is probably gonna win, in my opinion.
All right.
Yeah.
Dazzlin Daz. I definitely think Pratis is
Asshole, that
overrated,
motherfucker.
but he is too dynamic for Neil. Neil is not beating Pratis. Ty's jab is gnarly. Drago just bashing his nose into it at every opportunity. Jada is some of the best freestyles from the early 2000s. New York geography is totally foreign to me. Sticking his face with the jab like a dirty needle. Mount Vernon, Ohio, hell of a place. PFL to OnlyFans, number 2. PFL should just give it to the UFC and go to Fight Pass. Jada kisses Yonkers for sure. Not sure about DMX. I think DMX is Mount Vernon. CBS wants seasonless sports, I feel. Speaking of OnlyFans, whatever happened to Rachel Ostovich? She probably realized she could make more money not fighting MMA. That would be my guess.
Yeah. Especially at the skill level she was fighting at.
Old Dave, yes. Then BC would have an excuse to tell his wife why he has an OnlyFans account. PFL to Heart Radio, switching to audio-only broadcast as a leader in the combat sports world, just like Don Davis, who watches MMA, but everyone will listen to MMA. That would be hilarious. Was that Harry Potter? Oh, man, Delilah doing PFL commentary would be everything. Brewers putting it on Paul Skeens, 4-0 Skeens, next Yankees ace in the next year or so. Hope so.
Bro, I thought he was going to come over in this trade deadline, but I guess not.
I know. Round Betsy
He's also kind of big-headed.
Shara versus Marc-Andre Barrio, maybe. Brown versus Dalby was sick. Brown. The problem is going with that list, the best fight of the night doesn't get the fight of the night a lot of the times. That's true.
True.
Hamdi
yeah.
Abdullah Wahab versus Muhammad Usman. That was such a bad fight. LOL, blood and beer. All-time great fight. Don't sleep on Marab versus Umar. The swings of that fight were very entertaining. I mean, dude, I was losing my shit during that fight because I had Marab and at plus 275 or some shit. So
Bro, it was such a sexy night for betting. Oh, that night.
It really was.
For sure.
Yeah. Holland's last fight was fun. Can't remember who he fought. He fought Daniel Rodriguez.
Yeah, D-Rod. D-Rod.
LT didn't like Ribovich versus Brenner. Did he watch the same fight as us? So I had this conversation, I think, with, I want to say it was with BC. It was before LT showed up, and we were debating which fight was better, Duncan Raumbetsky or Ribovich Brenner. And I said Ribovich Brenner. And I rewatched it because I went on Submission Radio that next day, and I wanted to make, because I'm drinking, I wanted to make sure I knew the fights. And I told him, I was like, yo, Reba, and he's like, you might have overhyped it, but I thought Duncan Raumbetsky was better. And I was like, damn,
really?
all right, yeah. So maybe I did overhype it.
The cut made it, cool, and then he hurt him, and that was all cool. But Ribovich and Brenner was just all action.
Exactly, and there were swings in that fight, whereas Duncan Raumbetsky,
Duncan was kind of just running away
I think one judge had it 30-27 Duncan, so it's like, all right, I don't know. D-Rod lazy, never mind. Blood and beer got it right. Agreed, John Ray. Also, first several months of the year, UFC was super stingy with fight of the night. Mostly gave individual bonuses. That's true. There was 5 cards in a row missing there. Thing about MVP is he's also kind of old. 38, kind of near 41. What about Win versus Yaya?
Oh, I forgot about that.
He dropped him 6 times
fight.
or whatever. Yeah.
I forgot about that fucking fight, bro. That was
but is that fight of the night? It was hard. It was a
because he hurt him too. Remember what's his name?
Yaya hurt him back, after he got dropped 5 times?
I know that's what made it so crazy. You're like, holy shit, if this fucking guy comes back and wins it. And then he, obviously succumbed in between the rounds. But yeah.
I don't know. To me, that was more performance for win than it was fight of the night. Husband of the year checking in. What's up, boys? What up, Duran? Contender is only 2 years older than MVP. It's not like MVP is a spring chicken. 3, I believe. I just randomly heard DC say on commentary that Giraffe is fast, man. What's his only path to victory? Mike Perry beat MVP. Never forget. Is that the real Duran? It is. I heard Giraffe comment too. Derek Lewis's knockout was highly entertaining. This year would be an honorable mention for me because heavyweight needed it so bad. Jared is chiseled, but he's 5'10". He doesn't have to cut as much weight as you think. LOL, he's the same height as Max Holloway. Thanks again to Kyle for the 5 memberships. Shout out Kyle, out of boy. Kyle Jarvis MVP will be stressful as fuck if nothing else. Overhand waiting room. Sheesh. Crazy last 2 minutes. Crazy Tim Elliott is still in the rankings after all this time. That's true.
That
He's
is kind of
9-11
wild,
in
right?
the UFC. He'd be like Ty Miller. 9 wins, 11 losses. You're right, Gaff. Murphy plus money is crazy.
Free money.
Michael Zaechuk is a fighting nerd also now. Oh, shit. You're right. But
Bro,
see, that to me is
adjacent.
such a fake one. Yeah, that's
Affiliate.
adjacent. That's adjacent. But you're right. I got to add him to the parlay. Good call. Shit. He's not fighting one. No, he's fighting GM3, right? Yeah. Blood and Beer, BC's favorite
But we're
fighter.
always
Best
on
underdog is easily King Green, by the way, though. No. Against CDF? Against CDF, bro?
Especially in the form that King Green's been in recently.
Bro. No. I'm going CDF all day. I looked at those
I
odds
don't know
today,
about that,
too.
big boy.
And, like, Bobby Green's not even that juicy. Like, what would he need to be for you to take him, guy? Against
3 or 4.
Bro, he's like plus 130
Yeah.
to CDF's minus 150. Like, yeah, I'll
take that
CDF.
minus 150.
Yeah, I'll take CDF.
I'll tell you that. 150.
Damn right, Supreme Leader. Hi, Sanko. Alibi takes it Saturday
Queen.
night. I thought Morales lost to Imanol, to be honest. That's
Nah, I
tough
think
talk.
Morales did enough in the end. Imanol was just fighting from behind. I felt like it was 2-0 going in round 3, to be honest.
6-0 if this kid gets signed. He's losing his debut. What up, gents? Who else is zooted? I'm getting there, Dan. I'm getting there. I'm suited. Zoot, riot. Throw back a bottle of beer. I'll take it, brother. Zoot, riot. There we go. I didn't even see that. I read Zoot suited. Speaking of best bets, I took Volk as champion by the end of the year, plus 2,000.
What?
That's looking so good. You must have taken that. You must have taken
Who's he
that
fighting?
pre him becoming champ.
Yeah,
He's
who's
not
he fighting?
booked. He's not booked. That's why it's fucking genius. If he doesn't get booked in the next 2 months,
Is that still? Wait, yeah, you must have got that a while ago.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I was joking about win, yeah. That was just hilarious. Last leg,
No,
I just
I
need
really
fight to
did-
knock
that
out the
was a good one.
decision. Oh, let's go, Richland. That shit lasted. King Green should be minus 300. It'll be 30-26 Green. Remember this, brother. If you think Bobby Green's getting a 10, like put it this way, Bobby Green. Let's say if he finishes CDF, I'll give you credit. If you think Bobby Green is getting a 10-8 round against CDF, that's where you've lost your mind.
In what world? What universe is this? Is he an Avenger in this universe?
100%. I'll be right back.
All right. But yeah, you know me, I vibe with. Hey, if there's anybody that fucks with Bobby King Green, it's me. All right, he's an honorary Diaz. He's one of the original Diaz boys. He hangs out with the Diazes all the time. He trains with them. So I love me some Bobby Green. Problem is, I saw that Patty Pimblett fight. That one, you know how a girl can get the ick if she sees something really bad happen to somebody. I kind of got the ick after that fight in betting Bobby Green. I was like, I don't know if I could fucking bet this dude anymore. You know what I mean? Like when you see somebody take a vicious L like that, it's. And then after multiple vicious L's, like the Jalen Turner vicious L, and I was just like, I don't know if I could do this. Now, strictly looking at Bobby Green's record, right? He's 38 years old. Okay, so that's one L against him. He lost to Jalen Turner, Patty Pimblett, and Mauricio Hufi by spinning wheel kick. 3 absolutely vicious L's that he took, all in round 1. 3 of his last 4 fights he's lost by KO in the very first round, yes. And now he's going to take on Carlos Diego Ferreira, who has 12 finishes. And a lot of these finishes are in round 2 or 1. Some 3s. I mean, his record isn't great. He's 2-4 in his last 6. But he only been finished twice. Matej Gamrot, which not the greatest because he's not a finisher, so to speak, but okay. And then Gregor Gillespie, who was a finisher. We all know what that. Also, Ferreira missed weight that fight. A lot of complications.
Also, Gregor Gillespie is a fucking goat. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah. So, like, besides that, Diego Ferreira only lost a decision to Grant Dawson and a decision to Benito Dariush, both guys who are surging right now. So
Oh, hey, Ruby.
I I mean, he beat Michael Johnson with a punch. He beat Mateusz Rambeski by TKO in round 3 in a performance of the night win. I think he could do something similar to Bobby King Green, especially since Bobby Green's style is kind of like a slower Michael Johnson. I mean, he takes chances. He comes in, he tries to land big, fast strikes on you.
I think Bobby's cooked. Unless it's against like a 20, like someone coming off Contender Series, I think Bobby's cooked.
The problem is the reason I give Bobby a chance is because he's so awkward and his evasive style could throw off CDF. It could. Like he's like, fuck, I can't land on this guy. He's tiring himself out, and then Bobby keeps fucking countering.
CDF's too well rounded.
Counter.
He'll take him down if he has to.
But what if Bobby's sprawl and brawl tactics are fucking on point? Like, you know, when he fucking sprawls and brawls and he gets back up, he's pointing at you and shit, talking shit. What if that Bobby shows up?
How about this? People forget I had CDF against Mateusz Rambetsky at like plus 360 or some shit.
That was a sexual night as well.
He is forever one of my goats, all right? That's my guy right there. I don't care if he loses. He's
your Thad Gene.
No, he's not my Thad Gene. Marab is my Thad Gene.
Yeah, exactly. I would have said who were you on before everybody else? Maybe Bobby Knuckles.
Whitaker, yeah. I was literally just
like Bobby.
I was on the early train of Whitaker. I was on the early train of Volk, bro. I was telling you before the Darren Elkins fight. I was like, this guy's legit.
You were. And I was like, this fucking dude, he's balding.
They're both too big now to claim as like, oh, I saw it coming, you know?
Yeah.
And I also
didn't even see it coming.
I also do this for every Australian fighter, so there's no like, if my track record's terrible, but like it worked out for those two. I didn't do it for JDM though. I will say that.
I never saw it coming because every time I thought Max was gonna beat him, and I'm like, what? This guy's the fucking champ now? And just, like even when he beat Mendes, even when he beat Aldo, I was like, man, this guy keeps getting lucky.
No.
That's how I feel about DDP though. So hey, maybe he's gonna have a nice long reign too. Who knows?
When he beat Aldo was when I like took him serious as a title contender. Volk, that is. Like I was always on the Volk train and I backed him the whole time, but I wasn't like, I didn't know how serious his title. Maybe the Chad Mendes fight had me like, oh shit, he can actually like compete with these guys.
Yeah, Chad was a monster.
And for Whitaker, it was Jacare. When he beat Jacare, I was like, oh my God, Whitaker's legit.
Josh Emmett is the new Chad Mendes.
Don't give Josh Emmett that credit.
What?
Yeah, no.
Josh Emmett went 5 rounds with Ilian Topuria. You put some respect on that man's name.
No, Chad was a way more decorated. Chad is I would argue still to this day.
Chad never won the belt. He fought for the title and lost just
multiple times.
Josh Emmett.
Yeah, but
just like Josh Emmett.
Multiple times though. And Josh Emmett fought for the interim title.
Hey, Josh still got time. You're like, he's 62.
I'm just saying, Mendes. If Mendes came back today and whatever up and coming top 15 featherweight beats him, that's a better win than beating Josh Emmett.
Stop.
You don't think that?
What?
Are you kidding?
If Mendes came back and some
How old is he?
beat him
He's
instead of beating Josh
younger
Emmett?
Than
No, Josh Emmett's a better. Well, are you saying it looks better on your resume having a Mendes, a Chad Mendes win?
Yes,
okay.
Which proves everything.
But it's not a better win though.
Does that not prove the
top
point?
10 right now.
They're both 40 years old, by the way.
Bro, if Josh Emmett fights Chad Mendes right now, I got Josh Emmett.
They would never fight. They're both team alpha male, but if they fought right now, sure, I have
Josh Emmett.
Sure, but because Josh Emmett's been active the last 3 years or whatever. But I wouldn't.
That's tough.
No, dude, like you can't like legacy. If we're ranking,
this guy's screaming in agony about his eye. What the fuck's happening?
Oh, he said
He's
he
like,
got headbutted. He got headbutted.
But
They said he got
he's
headbutted.
acting like he just went blind. He's like looking at the ref with both eyes. He's like, my eye, my eye. Like, what the fuck, dude?
He headbutted him.
This guy wants out of the fight. He's about to take his W, and not get a contract and go home. Bro, his orbital might be cooked. The way he's touching it.
This guy
This might not be a 5-minute thing, bro.
This guy trains with Imavov.
Which one?
And
Santana?
No, the dude laying on the ground, Bouafia.
Bouafia?
Yeah. He'll get 10-8. Oh god. Oh god.
Interesting.
Oh god.
Herzog's like, get away. You can't instruct him. This is not a timeout for you. Ooh.
Dave said, shout out to Luke's camera for not freezing. Dave, I got a fan on the back of it now.
Forgot about the fan.
Knock on wood. I mean, dude, it's been perfect the last, we've streamed 7 hours straight and it's been good. So
Well done.
I don't even worry about it anemiore. Yo, I got gifted a membership.
They don't tell you need, but you do need.
Bro, and it was cheap. It was like might have been like $40-$50. But either way, it's just plugs into the USB. It's very low audio. It's got 2 settings. This is one. It has a cold plate and the fan.
Oh yeah. All right, we got 3 minutes for this fight to continue, boys. Will we get it? His corner's shaking his head no. I don't like that. Oh, now he's shaking his head yes.
Bobby has an honorary Backwoods sponsorship. Is that real? And by honorary, what does that mean? He gets free Backwoods? No, Bobby was
he
a
might be
fighter.
good.
King is a prize fighter. You're just saying he lost to Turner, to Hoofy and stuff, but he's fighting 41-year-old Fajeda. I mean, I didn't say that, but we're just saying he's sucked recently, which is true. Turner retired. Hoofy, sure, but I favored Bobby Green in that Hoofy fight.
Taking a point.
Also, Fajeda is 40 years old, right? Or 41?
Bro, why did they not show him as he was taking the point? He grabbed him by the wrist, and they didn't show it. They just showed the other fighter fucking blinking. Did he take the point?
Yes, 1 point deduction.
Okay.
Gillespie,
that's the worst time to cut.
Did he retire? He just like never came back. So like unofficially, yes, he did. I've brought this up a few times, and I hate to keep fucking like pointing out this narrative, but he did struggle with addiction early on in his career. So I don't know if that's the reason he stopped fighting. But y'all think Ngannou fights again in PFL?
One last time, yes.
Yeah, one. Yeah, or well. Because last we heard from John S. Nash was that there's, like, the argument to be made Ngannou's contract is already done with them because it was just a time thing. So if that's the case, I'll say he doesn't, but...
I say he does. The UFC's not going to
Yeah, I think he does once, just like Gaff's thing. I thought he signed a 2-fight deal, so...
My sentiment is just like, where are you fighting if not there? What are you going to go fight Umar Kane and fucking one? Yeah. I think you're going to stay over at PFL because you're not going back to the UFC. Dana White's made that clear.
Just threw 10 on the TKO straight. Bouafia plus 145. Bobby going to be on a yacht eating steak Sunday afternoon after he takes a dive and his pals cash on Fajeda. I think y'all are counting Green out too much in this particular matchup. LOL lazy. That's just good fight IQ. Big Bob Sap energy. He's smarter than meets the eye. Mad Chendez was in the top 5 rankings for many years. Can't say that about Josh Emmett. Yes, exactly, Dave.
That's fair.
Josh Emmett hit Bryce so hard he made him think Little Mustache Man was a good guy. Did he make him think that, though, or did he always think that? Oh, shit. Damn, blatant fucking headbutt. Well, cash me out. Yep, that's a headbutt. Yo, he headbutted him. That's insane. Mark Coleman, Lethway or bust. Oh, shit, boys. We are live. Let's go, Manich. We'll go ahead and call it. That should be 2 points or a DQ. TKO, main event DQ. Let's go. He just needs to say he can't see. He wants out. Oh, shit. If they stop this and it's not a DQ, I declare shenanigans. Bruh, he's
Shenanigans.
compromised. Should be DQ, but this isn't a sport, so anyone else's ESPN just randomly skip forward like 6 seconds every so often? No? Stop the fight. Stop the fight! And my Dan
Stop the
Hardy voice. Sean Brady said he has fight news coming up. Shavkat, Usman, or Machado.
Machado.
I would hope not Usman, honestly.
Worst style matchup for him.
I would hope it's Shavkat or Ian.
If Bilal knocked you out, what the fuck do you think Usman's gonna do to you? Oh no.
He's not even cut. He said yes, he wants to continue. Walk it off. They should stop the fight though, or deduct multiple points. Thought he wasn't going to take a point. Rub some dirt in it. Can PFL afford Ngannou again? Again? No.
Yeah,
like
that's a good
re-sign? No. How the fuck did he just eat that head kick? Landed square on the nose. Get that monster can off the mat. There's like 4 sips already.
point.
It's wild they didn't show Herzog taking the point. Whew.
Yeah, they cut to the fucking blinking fighter. Like, bro, we've seen him blinking for the last 3 minutes. I think we got enough. Show him taking the point. What the fuck was that?
I just see in this tweet that says Ariel reported that John Jones asked for around $30 million to fight Tom Aspinall and that the Saudis got involved to make it happen. But obviously that fight never came to fruition, and here we are with the UFC making $1 billion a year, and they couldn't pay John Jones $30 million.
Yeah.
They needed to get the Saudis involved.
Interesting.
Oh shit. Dan Rayfield and Front Office Sports reporting that Zuffa Boxing likely headed to Paramount as well.
Uh-huh.
That's big. That's actually huge.
That's great for BC. Because isn't he still at CBS Sports?
Yeah, so I was saying this earlier, Gaff. This news breaks just before MK yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Snyder are talking, and I'm like, dude, BC's probably hyped, right? Like, this is huge news. This is like, dude, they're in your house now. And Snyder's like, oh, I don't know, man. I'd be a little worried if and I was like, oh, shit, I didn't think of it. Like, he is, like, rightfully so. Luke and Brian are very unbiased and speak the truth about the UFC and shit. But that's not the type of shit the UFC wants in the house.
That's a good point.
So
yeah.
they're like, I don't know if he knows how to feel. He probably knows more than he has insider. I'm sure he's talked to his bosses and shit like that. But at first I'm thinking it's really good news, and then I was like, oh, actually, maybe it's not.
I hope it works out.
Yeah, dude.
That could be huge for him.
Also, I brought this up recently. He called that Callum Walsh fight on UFC Fight Pass. So, like, there's a real chance they're like, we like what you did with that. Come on board with the UFC now. You know, like, you've already run or called a UFC production.
You're part of the family now.
Yeah.
Here's the keys to the city.
I heard UFC eventually agreed to money and Jones pulled out. Thought Zuffa Boxing was dead. No, Zuffa Boxing or TKO Boxing, whatever the fuck. I think they're calling it Zuffa, right?
Who cares?
Jeez, dude. Paramount kills Showtime and adds another boxing org. I know. Dang, I didn't think about that. I hope BC isn't forced to change. No, he definitely won't be forced to change. It's just he definitely he doesn't want to lose that job, so. I heard bulk of UFC deal came together in 48 hours at the last minute. I heard that too. Once like a merger went through, then all this shit changed. BC and Jed on Submission Radio tomorrow. Let's go. I love that. Check the rest of these.
This fight's
Is this
been
the
okay.
worst Contender Series card of all time? No. Debuting card of all time?
Probably. You think they'd have some bangers to start the season off?
That's what
I mean, Miller was solid, but he didn't get the finish either.
Yeah, this is it's bad.
Is this the main event?
Yes. This is
Sick.
not a good hang. No, it's a good hang. You know what I mean, though. This is
Middleweights.
bad fights, bro. Middleweights.
Middleweights. Yeah.
I don't know if they would let BC around Nina drama. I'm not watching. Is the fight boring? Yeah. Yeah, this fight is kind of cheeks. Would be so hype if they hired BC, but it would make MK interesting. No, I think he would be legit. Whole card was ass. Dana gave a big rah-rah speech. This is really bad. They purposely booked this card to be as bad as possible to make tough airing afterwards look better by comparison. If that's true, Sleeto, that would mean the tough finale is really bad. Shout out John Ray for gifting a membership. And Dr. Peener is the glad recipient. Gaff, that's probably why you tweeted urologist Medich. Because Dr. Peener is a urologist. Nothing made me laugh harder than Tanner. Tanner, shout out if you're watching this on the replay or right now. But Tanner was watching on the replay on Saturday, and he like comments like, "Oh, you know, whatever. This is great." Da da da, and then like 3 hours later, comments like, "Urologist Medich with the KO." It's funny because you know, like he got to it eventually. Just made me like re-laugh about it. I was like, "Oh, dude, that's so good." Dana got so liberal with contracts. Fighters aren't going all out anymore. Dana might only give one contract to Susurkaev, so they put him on the next Abu Dhabi card.
Hey, it's not bad thinking.
Yeah.
Thinking like a matchmaker.
Yeah. Valet Tudo tournament with all the presidents fighting as they were during their term. Who wins? Obama's the only answer, right?
No, Obama's going to be a little small. You probably got to go with like a Theodore Roosevelt.
Why was Obama your like go-to? I'm trying to think of the logic there. Did he have any background in it, or is this just like
younger? He was one of the younger ones, so a little bit more spry, I would say maybe. I'm trying to think who was like a tough guy. Definitely not Nixon.
Bill Clinton?
Nah, Bill's a player. He wouldn't get his hands dirty. I gotta say Theodore Roosevelt. I gotta say Lincoln. Oh, Lincoln would fuck somebody up. I gotta say Lincoln. Lincoln will fuck somebody up.
Right.
And then
I don't know my presidents.
G Dubs, maybe George.
G Dubs? He'd bite a motherfucker with his wooden teeth. He'd be like,
yeah, bro, chop down a fucking cherry tree and shit. You know what I mean?
BC should take Brett's role just so BC gets compared to his boyfriend. Dr. Peener, can I get a free checkup now? William Howard Taft was Yale heavyweight wrestling champion.
Oh, really?
Bro, I need a finish, and he is cruising. Lincoln is known to have wrestled.
Right? I said Lincoln.
Abraham
bro.
Lincoln was a 6'6" amateur
6'6",
wrestler.
man, I'm telling you,
wow.
he's a big motherfucker, bro.
Abe Lincoln was giant and professionally wrestled when he was young. Kennedy was 43 and had fought in the war. I'll go with him. Teddy Roosevelt
He needs a gun.
is kicking some ass. Could you imagine Abe Lincoln's elbow? Lincoln was a wrestler. Yeah, Teddy Roosevelt. Everyone coming in hot with Lincoln. So
Lincoln and Roosevelt
like, bro,
will be
Lincoln
a
was a
matchup for
wrestler.
the ages, bro. That'll be a fucking heavyweight titan matchup right there.
Clinton by SA? What is SA? Submission
Sexual assault.
attempt?
Lots of showboatiness for a
Yeah.
fight that's not.
Not enough good fighting.
We were talking about presidents during your fight, boys.
I-
What are we doing?
literally. How did we get here?
What are we doing?
We caught up on the chat and we're talking about presidents. During the fight. I like how so early in the night I put in the poll, how many contract winners do you think there will be tonight? And I said at the beginning of the thing, I said, I think five plus is a reasonable guess. But I was also like, 3 is a nice middle number. I could see a lot of people going with 3. It's now at 1 to 2.
I'd say 1.
Well, 1 to 2 was the only, because I had 4 options. 1 to 2, 3, 4, 5.
Miller and the guy that finished the guy with the body kick is what I'm gonna say.
I think, which one was Miller?
Piece
co-main event, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think Jimmy Drago just might not be that good. But you're right, he probably gets it. But you have to remember, 2 dogs won, and one of the dogs beat a guy who was originally signed to the UFC. So, will they be like... Fight. Yeah, and it was a boring fight, but will they be like, oh, you beat a guy we signed, so you're in.
You were at plus 200 dogs.
I'm telling you, this is going to blow our... It's either going to be one person gets a contract or fucking like 4, and we're all going to be like, what?
If 4 people get a contract, that's so indicative of what we're going to see next year. Just get ready for some slop.
That's what I'm saying.
If we get 4 contracts handed out.
I will say that's the only reason I like watching Contender Series is so when these guys actually fight again, I'm like, oh, I remember this guy, rather than being like, who the fuck is this? Oh, a Contender Series guy? Like,
there was a time where you could blindly take a Contender Series guy and you'd win. Not anymore. There's too many.
No. William Howard Taft was like 350 pounds, weight advantage. Nothing's free. Got to have name brand insurance. Didn't Kennedy have a bad back? Kennedy was a head case. Who wins this UFC fight? FDR with polio or modern day Trump?
I gotta say modern
day Trump. Yeah. Bro, yelling fight motherfucker while actively backing up. Left my ass off. Bouafia 3 significant strikes in round 3. Left my ass off. No contacts to set an example. Oh, I thought something good happened there.
No,
if Trump has enough Sudafed, he takes it. Did we even like blaze throughout this card?
No, we've only taken 1. I'm ready to take another though.
As we have 20 seconds left in the last fight. But I guess by the time they get the contracts and shit, we got another 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, true. You're gonna make him wait in the back, or he's gonna come out right away like, you guys suck. I'm not even wasting my time here. You got your contract. All right.
Dana, with the quickest decision ever. Dana, how do you do it?
He's like, I'm going to hit the tables.
He's like, I just signed a $7 billion deal yesterday. No further news. No further questions.
Yeah. Bouafia will probably win, but he probably won't get a contract.
Dave said, I already forgot one of these dudes lost a point. I only think 2 get a contract, Susurkaev and Miller. We all forgot Grant. Ulysses says Grant. Grant was an accomplished wrestler during his time at West Point, where he excelled in physical contests. Dude, this fight is cursed. His military training included hand-to-hand combat skills, and he was known for his physical resilience, which likely stemmed from his background. What is happening? LOL. Draw. Blue lost the point.
No draw. It's going to be a decision for Bouafia.
Bro, it might be a draw. Because Blue lost a point and then won 2 rounds.
Which rounds?
I don't know. I'm just making it up.
I would say he only won round 3. Should be 3 rounds to 1.
28. The winner by unanimous draw.
Has there been a draw on Contender Series?
I believe a women's fight, and they both got contracts. Someone back me up on this.
Neither of them look happy.
Here we go. You're going to be ahead of me, but... $30-26, 28-27, and 29-27. What the fuck?
Weird ass scores.
Yeah,
but the right guy.
Like it was so confusing to even figure out how that was gonna add up. Unanimous decision. 30-26, 28-27, and 29-27? Something like that.
Okay.
I keep reading this. Blue lost a point as Blue Point. You know? You've only taken one gaff. You missed the first 2 fights. LOL. 2 more hits for the stream. Let's take one right now so we don't forget.
Oh, I'm ready.
All right, I'm ready to. Guys, appreciate y'all for tuning in. We're still going to find out who got the contracts here, but the fights are over. Now's the time. Now's the time to blaze. Let's fucking go. Cheers, everybody.
Blaze it. Blaze it. Blaze it on. Blaze it.
Smoke weed
Blaze it.
every day.
Blaze it on a river.
I need a vacation.
Obama has long limbs. He can open up. Were you just singing Young Jeezy? I'm going to Decatur where it's greater to see if I could stack me up some paper. I need a vacation.
I got 100s on the table, 20s on the floor.
Different song, but same artist. Obama has long limbs. He can open up with a Danaher Eshi Garami entrance into a heel hook. Nixon would fight dirty like Tim Elliott. Supposed to be moderating, weighing in live chat. Shh. I don't know.
Is that his mom translating?
It does look like it.
It looks like him, and the way he just like hugged her, it was like affectionate, kind of like it's just like he knew her.
No, he knows how to speak English. That's what it is. He hugged her and went like, "Thank you."
Oh, he's like, "No, I'm
she
good."
started to translate.
Fuck out of here.
He went, "Thank you." Yeah. I don't know. I'm just making it up.
Get out of my shot.
Worst Dana White Contender Series card I've ever seen. Yes, Luke, it's happened a couple times. Thanks for the stream, boys. This card was dreadful. Yes, Cosmo.
Hey, we got to see MMA on a Tuesday. It is what it is.
Which verse we rapping tonight? Christian, what you want? Should we do vacation? Fuck this card, LOL. Last week was weak as hell. Cheers, Make Our Minute. Fun stream tonight. Thank you, Dave. All right, I'll go to my duties. Thanks for the stream. Thank you, Lazy. Infrared with the Ruby emojis. Let's go. Is Ruby, you in the room?
Ruby, 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 Ruby.
Ruby, 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 Ruby. I almost made the Instagram story today. Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday. Because it's Tuesday night, you know. But instead I did going up on a Tuesday.
McConan. Shout out to McConan. I had a friend that literally started wearing only red shoes with everything that he wore for a while because of McConan.
Was that? Also, I never knew how to say that
styles.
name, Gav. I would have said Mackinnon. I dead ass. I first of all never knew who that song was by. I literally went to make my song today, and I was like, "What's that song like?" Going up, and then I just Googled it, and I was like, "Oh, okay, it's Mackinnon." Yeah,
that dude was interesting to say the least.
Is he no longer around?
No, he's around.
Oh.
He's just the way he blew up and his whole story and what happened. It was just an interesting time.
Dave said rap to Quad City DJs. I don't know that. I will say if Danger Mouse is in the chat and anyone else who called me out on this, I did listen to Infinite Eminem. Shout out Danger Mouse, by the way, because he linked me to it on Twitter.
Nice.
Thought of it, by the way, an hour before we went live on this stream, so I listened to it right before we went live on this stream because I was like, fuck, they're going to call me out again for not listening to this album. It is a short listen. It's only like 30-something minutes, but it was good. It was really good. If you're going to ask me what song I liked, I can't, like first listen, I can't tell you what song.
Yeah, no.
But
it usually takes a few listens to figure that out.
But it gave me old school Eminem vibes in the sense of like, I just don't give a fuck. Like it had that like flow that like, I don't know if it was his voice. It was a little more like whiny in a good way. You know, now he's a
Yeah.
little too like.
Deep.
You
Yeah.
know, like I don't know. He's just like. All right, Dana says it's a weird night.
Uh-oh.
First guy, 9-1. He didn't show me anything that made me say this guy belongs in the UFC. Maybe next time, Yuri, like an asshole.
Shit. That's a tough pill to swallow.
Tells
It's a
this
pity.
guy, I don't know if you've ever watched this show or not, but that is not how you get in the UFC. That's to the second guy.
Oof. He's being brutal tonight. He has to for the first one. Like, you got to set the tone.
He said, good news is you're 8-1. Get out there, win a few more fights. Next time you show up here, make me say I gotta have you.
He says that and then puts him on a
Whoa,
20 count.
just skips this guy to go to tie. Skip the third guy to go to tie. Oh, maybe he wants to shit on everyone and then go to the third guy.
Exactly. I knew Miller was getting.
Ty Miller's in.
Yeah, I knew Miller would get a fucking contract.
Why'd he skip
He
the
looks
middle
great.
guy then? He just didn't have the page right?
He's like, fuck that dude. I don't even want to talk about him. Bouafia.
He's talking shit about Santana headbutting.
Oh, yeah.
After the headbutt, he didn't do anything. Santana did a lot of yelling. That's about it. The judge that had that 30-26, that's insane. I had that fight a draw.
Wow.
That fight was weird. I'm not interested in either one of those guys. Main
I knew
event.
that.
All right.
Life
He's definitely signing this guy. He goes, now, my guy.
Made his Tuesday.
We're saving the best for last. You're 9-0, 7 first-round knockouts. Under 4 minutes. Only 2 fights that have gone longer than 3 minutes. 24 years old. Mick's already going to put you in the UFC soon. Assuming you don't have any injuries.
He's like, don't limp, don't limp.
I haven't been this excited about a guy in a very long time.
Wow.
Welcome to the UFC. Thank you for saving episode 1. That's what Dana just said.
She literally took the most giant shit all over the rest of the people on this card.
But you can't see signing Ty Miller. Not that that was the wrong thing to do, but that takes some of the like fuck you away from that whole moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He says,
Ouch.
don't waste your time. This is your opportunity.
This is not just another fight, is what he's trying to tell these fuckers.
You
Like,
know
don't
how
come on
this show
Contender Series
works.
just acting like you have to win. No, you have to win impressively.
You know what we expect here. Didn't happen tonight. It all worked out. I love this kid. He trains with Hamzat.
Fully glazed him.
And he trains with Robbie Lawler. Laura said, some good signings tonight, Dana.
Dana's like, yeah.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. All right, where are we at? All right, I'll do my duties. Isn't Obama already in the UFC? Robama Cop. Rap the Quad City. Cream by Wu-Tang. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar, dollar bill, y'all. I grew up on the crime side, the New York Times side. Staying alive was no job. Past second hands. Mom's bounce on old man. And then we moved to Shaolin Land. A young youth. Yo, rocking the gold tooth. Low goose. Only way I begin that G-York was drug loot. It started out like this, son. Rolling with this one and that one. Pulling out gas for fun. It was just a dream. Fuck. I'm losing it there. But, I did pretty good on that. It's kind of funny looking at the chat because it only looks like it's just members only stream. Let's go. I love McCannon. What'd you say? McCannon. What was it? McConan. Never mind. Kim Jong-il. Weird night, Dana. Dana going in on these dudes. Oh, this part is juicy. Kill them dreams, Dana. Wow, thank you. Got one. He should have just hit him with a get ready to learn Chinese, buddy. Dana always pretends to be hard the first week. LOL. Damn, what a tough business. You get beat the fuck up and then get told you're worthless. Jeez, right?
Yeah.
Santana thought it was 1993. Laughed my ass off. That's all the fights. Yep. Dana's pissed. In the UFC soon. See him in the Abu Dhabi card for sure. He saves this episode. LOL for sure. See you Saturday, boys. Yeah. Peace, brother. LOL. Okay, he's fighting soon. If Tom loses to a Frenchman, I will commit Sudoku. LOL. Wu-Tang is for the kids. LIL. Pursed out? Perked out. Pursed. Perked? You think I'm on fucking perks? Left my ass off Joshua. Next week when Dixon larged fights, it should be good. Oh, Dixon larged. Good one, Duran. When Dixon larged fights, like, come on, you should have like at least made fight. Like the next word being fights made it sound weird. Like when Dixon larged comes or something. Yeah, I don't know. You could have gone better than that. I don't know. Just saying.
Bird.
All right, guys, few reminders. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Thank God. Thursday, MK, 11 a.m. Matt Frivola in studio with Luke and BC. Let's fucking go. Gaff, CP units Friday. What time? 2 p.m.?
No, it's going to be after the PFL watch along. After the PFL.
Whoa. What time does PFL start?
6, I think. 6:30.
Okay. So you're doing 6 p.m. PFL watch along. If I can, I'll join you, but I don't know how likely that is. Okay. Going to, bro, that might go to like midnight.
I'm here for it.
And then you're doing CP units after that? All right.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
It's going to be a big night. Big Friday.
All right. Well, hopefully, even if I don't join you for the watch along, I'll at least probably be in the live chat for CP units. Because by then I'll be lit and it'll, maybe the girl goes to bed. I got some time. But, all right. That's going down Friday. Saturday, guys, full card watch along, 6 p.m. start. And I mentioned earlier, I'm going on submission radio after the card on Saturday. Gaff, I told him earlier, he said, you want to come on after the fight Saturday? I said, I'm going to be heavily intoxicated. And he said, it's like you don't know me at all. And I said, all right, man, as long as you're cool with it, let's go. So we'll do the whole watch along, and then I'll go on submission radio for a little post-fight, whatever. But appreciate everyone for tuning in. Videos are out. I don't think I got anything else to plug. Parlay video will come out tomorrow. Gaff, you got anything else to plug? Maybe I'll throw that up.
No.
Well, wait. All right. I didn't throw this up once this whole stream. So, guys, follow us on social media. Main Card Minute everywhere. Gaff is One More Round. Fights everywhere. One More Round F8 on Twitter. Become a member if you want in on the belts, the emojis, the giveaways. We'll do a giveaway on Saturday. Maybe because it's pay-per-view, we'll do a little extra giveaway. Just a little tease there. All right, guys? Maybe we'll do 2 giveaways. Maybe we'll do a beanie. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do, all right? Might go to Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't know if we'll have enough time. That's a good reference if you guys know that movie.
Frank the Tank.
Yeah, there you go, Gaff. Maincardminute.com if you guys want some merch. Shout out to Peter in Australia who ordered some merch. And I was like, yo, Peter, here's how much it's going to cost. Haven't heard from him. So, Peter, hope you're doing well. Hope you're cool with that price. Let's take a quick check of the gimmick parlays, Gaff, because we did have gimmick parlays, even though we didn't take them. The animal nickname parlay. Did that cash? Bouafia, he won, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that cash.
I don't know if the other guys won.
The other two 100% won, so that's plus 697. The one loss parlay came down to Talha, who lost. The second chance parlay also came down to Talha, who lost. South America parlay lost on the first fight. The 30 parlay lost on Drago, and the undefeated parlay lost on the first fight. But if you guys had taken all 6 of these, animal nickname would have got you up on the night alone. That's kind of fucking wild. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Go watch Gaff on Friday, MK Thursday, us on Saturday. Till next time, we out of here. Peace.
Hey yo, who got the picks? Hot picks that ought to hit with the parlays to get the best money. I'm a bet. Small time with max unit, all the paper you can get. Doing this ain't new to this. We take rips and cash hits. So who got the picks? Hot picks that ought to hit with the parlays to get the best money. I'm a bet. Small time with max unit, all the paper you can get. Doing this ain't new to this. We take rips and cash hits. Hey yo, Long Island, streaming live from New York. Strong Island, we get live what you thought. Bankroll too short. Y'all need the stat paper and rob the sports book like a crook full of paper. If you think we ain't hitting, then your chance is slim. It's victory bung wrist with Luke and Gaffney Jim. Got me cashing in a clock of chips on the regular. Fuck the rest of other cappers ain't competitors. Ain't no stress, we just clocking them checks. The best plus money bets in 60 seconds or less. So get yours while the live odds popping. Underdog shopping, big props stay dropping. Non-stopping till the clock hit nil, but you can still get a deal while the boys make a kill. So you can watch the shills with the same old gimmick of flipping out and cop some guap with the main card minute. Who got the picks? Hot picks that ought to hit with the parlays to get the best money. I'm a bet. Small time on max unit, all the paper you can get. Doing this ain't new to this. We take risks and cash slips. Who got the picks? Hot picks that ought to hit with the parlays to get the best money. I'm a bet. Small time on max unit, all the paper you can get. Doing this ain't new to this. We take risks and cash slips.